Good times lie ahead. With company worth keeping. Then I'll flash a smile on your head. Come on in, the door's open. You'll find just the finest folks here. Pull up a chair, grab a toast, and let our stories show here. Cause we're talking the town. Here you're always welcome. The
What a place to freeze. There she goes. She's moving again. She looked very worried.
She was just holding still.
Just kidding.
And welcome to Talk of the Tavern. It is Monday. I almost said July. December 17th.
It's July.
I am rebelling against the holiday season because of people's attitudes. Good, bad, or indifferent. It's let me just shut some windows down here. And keep in mind it will be a few minutes before we get on, but I'll go ahead and introduce myself before everybody gets here. It's best that way. I'm Travis. I will be, clicking the buttons that run the show. I won't have any delusions of anything beyond that. And my vices tonight are a squirrel in a glass.
Oh no.
A holiday squirrel in a holiday glass. Yeah. It's actually somebody got me this 2 years ago for Christmas, and it's the National Lampoon squirrel in front of an ornament pint glass. Good stuff there. Let me also introduce the delightful and slightly neurotic Elizabeth.
Hello, from Smithfield. It's Elizabeth Biggerman. Tonight I will be reveling in the delicious taste of sweet tea of my own concoction.
She's a cock.
That's what you start with.
It's virgin, so no excitement tonight. But it's tasty.
Just like virgins, did you really just walk all the way across the goddamn keyboard, Cat?
And shove his butt in the camera. Well done, sir.
Well, after last week, I am terrified of cats coming by. Hey, would you guys do me a favor and make a noise and just throw some bits, because when I made the second channel, I'll tell you the story in just a moment. Let's go ahead and introduce Andrea first.
Oh, I was trying to get bits. I am not drinking sweet tea tonight. It is ginger ale made with real gingers. And I have a whole pile of Pez. I have a lot of Pez. And peppermint sticks. Yay, holidays.
Yay. Celebrate.
Peppermint stick.
See, now I've been having this problem all week. Oh, jeez.
It won't let
A
me.
lot of guys do. It's okay, Travis.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I didn't know they had a problem with it being too big to fit on the screen.
Yeah,
Not a lot of
talk
people
to
do.
Ed.
Ed understands.
He feels my pain.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. And hello to everybody who's joining us. Let us know what your vices are this evening, and we will... My cat, one of my cats, laid down between the monitor... Hey, Steven, how are you, man? Good to see you. One of my cats laid down between the monitor and the keyboard, turned herself upside down. Well, she's laying on her side,
so
but her
cute.
head's upside down. And as I'm talking, I hear... And it was her.
She's adorable.
She keeps her eyes cracked, so if I reach to pet her, she flinches right before I touch her. Yeah. It's like Andrea.
Sounds like a tea.
See, I got Twitch up on my phone so I can see the
That's
comments because I can't see that far.
I would make it bigger, but
Then it would be too big.
I can't make it bigger than that.
That's what he said. But I proved him wrong.
Sour pineapple Pez are my favorite, but they're only like one of them comes in a pack of like 10 of these. It's so stupid.
So she bought a package of sour Pez. And there was a 10-pack of different Pez flavors. And it ended up only 3 out of 10 were actually sour
It said
flavors, and the
fruit
rest
flavor
were regular.
and sours. I'm like, well, shit. Assorted
Oh.
fruit and sours. I
Yeah.
didn't read it. Sours was big on the package. That's what I
Oh.
assumed. But only like one pineapple.
It was guerrilla marketing.
That's not made with gorillas.
That's just rude.
Mm-hmm.
It is. You know why gorillas have big nostrils, right?
Mm-mm.
Big fingers. It's a dad joke. You're welcome.
It was what? What was the punchline? You buffed out on me.
Nah.
Yeah. You know why gorillas
Did I
have
say what?
you know why gorillas have big nostrils, right?
I do not.
Big fingers.
Bob.
And Stephen also
Oh, never mind. I was going to say something horrible.
Bob just screamed.
Bob did scream, and Steven says assorted sour mixed with fruit is a promise of sex, but it could be vaginal or anal. I guess that depends if you're giving or receiving, Steven.
Sometimes you get both. Woo! No.
Sometimes you receive.
Just for all you porn amateurs out there, don't ever pull your tongue or penis out of somebody's ass and put it in any other orifice. Ever. It spreads disease. If people are like, well, I don't need to use a condom in the butt. You might want to. Just saying.
Poor
If
Elizabeth.
there was ever a place to use a condom, it would be in the shit tunnel.
There's Jewel. Jewel is eating mac and cheese with meatballs, trying to get Christmas cards made. Jewel,
Look what we got.
because we're adults, we open shit right when we get it. Thank you so much for the box. We got little dinosaurs from them.
It's a bracelet flask.
She got a bracelet.
Fashionable and drunk.
That's right. And I got a flask too. To quote Jim Gaffigan, a flask. Nothing says, you look like a drunk on the go, like a flask for a present. But I love it. I don't have one with the shot glass, the collapsible one built in, so I'm thrilled to have that. You got more to show?
Oh.
We got a whole little, like, array of things. Oh, here, let me hold this up to the camera here. And now, Elizabeth, you won't see it, but for the viewers, it's a kitty cat watch. There you go, Elizabeth.
Oh, that's really cute.
Kitty cat earrings. And the great thing is, when they gave us these, they put our names on the flasks. With the jewelry, they didn't put our names on it. And the pocket knives here that I'm trying to show.
Because we can share them.
Yeah, because we could both use them. We both wear
And he'll
earrings.
just give
We'll
them all
both
to
wear
me.
watches.
It's alright.
Pretty much. I won't argue. This is the coolest thing, though. It's a magnet that says Act Lighting, which I'm guessing is one of their businesses at some point. But it's a magnet that you can stick to your fridge. On the back, though, is a bottle opener.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Right?
And that'll go right up on the fridge, just because...
Can you test one of those pocket knives and open my peppermint sticks? Ah!
Oh.
So, Jewel, thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. And we were delighted and giggling earlier on air. I guess I could do that. Guys, I have created a second channel because some of you guys want to see anything and hang out. Others
They're
just
all
want
stuck.
this format. So, if you go to...
God.
You okay
Why?
there?
No, all my peppermint sticks stuck together. They got moist.
Oh, suck that.
I am.
No, hold on, let me make sure that web address is right. So this is the new channel, which I want to talk about for a minute. That's the new channel. If you guys haven't followed, please feel free to. If you don't want to, that's what it's there for. It's there to separate the group chat dynamic versus me sitting there by myself or just Andrea and us gaming or putting stuff on eBay or writing. It's a different type, and I decided to separate because I was losing a lot of my Monday night people. They didn't want the other content, and they quit showing up on Monday night. So I'm like, okay, let me backtrack here.
This is like talk show format. The other stuff is just, we do what we do, and you get to see it.
Yeah, we're hanging out with you. So sometimes it's me just being quiet, staring like this as I look at something on the screen, and forget that there's viewers because I'm reading something and my game's up on this monitor.
It's funny.
Yeah. So if you ever come in, I'm just like, make a noise. Make a noise so I know you're there. And I
Or
do get
just
the
sit and
noise.
stare at him because it's funny.
So anyhow, I have had a problem this past weekend with my computer losing reception. Like Wi-Fi reception. And totally dropping the signal and disconnecting. And I'm wondering if I put too many things between the computer itself
Should we move some of the cats?
and the Wi-Fi. Stand alive. So I'm like, shouldn't the signal go around the box of Cards Against Humanity that I put the monitor on? And then, I
Steven,
put...
it depends.
Yeah, I don't wear those
The
anymore.
undergarment?
I just let it all flow freely now. No more depends.
Let it flow.
That's why he
Physically,
can't
he
sit
says-
in my chair.
physically, no, he says. So you're talking about maybe something else that could be grabbing the signal before it hits my machine.
No, he doesn't physically wear depends. Just mentally.
That's true. Mental depends. For when your brain shits itself. Or when your head's really pissed off.
For when the days are really bad. Depends. When I want to go to Times Square and can't find a bathroom. Depends.
Can we just go to D.C. and put them over every politician's head we pass?
I would love, I would pay to see that.
Yeah. And I'm not even like taking sides and saying, one side or the other. All of them. Just what? You blurred when you got louder.
She's very excited.
I know. I like that about her.
Yeah.
She sent me love on a video comment.
Yeah, she
It's
did.
apparently you were watching a replay there, Elizabeth, and I checked it the next day, and it's like, love you, Travis. I'm like, oh, Elizabeth must be drinking.
Because I couldn't possibly love you sober. Is that what you said?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Who says
It's difficult to argue that point.
he did not renovate the home with shit. But there is a box holding up his monitor. So I don't know.
Yeah, Stephen, the only changes I have made since this has started happening, I put a very full box of Cards Against Humanity. Like, it's packed full of cards, and it's 2
Packed full
foot
of
long.
humanity.
And it is between the computer and the signal, and that's my best. That's like the only new addition or change. So I'm trying to separate them by a few inches. So yeah, that's all figured out. It's if not, then my computer is failing, and if that happens, you guys will see a notice up for the banner going, "Yeah, we'll be back when Travis gets a new computer." But I don't think that's happening. I'm fucking really hoping it's not. It's. I feel like I need to make Elizabeth's camera smaller. Because I'm losing so much of her. It's right up on her and she's off center.
Right here.
See, but she's centered on her camera. That means. Oh, dude, you gotta remember, I'm running off a Wi-Fi hotspot, like off my phone. So hold on. This is while broadcasting. It's connecting. It's still connecting. It's still trying to connect. Oh, the pop-ups, the ads all around it hadn't even loaded yet. Okay, now it's populating. It's running. There we go. Okay. We're leveling out at about 5.5.
Bob wants to see more of Elizabeth.
I'm working on it. 5.8. We hit 6 megabytes per second for the download. Is it going to automatically start the upload? It's doing the upload. And for the upload, come on, fish. We've hit 3 megabytes per second for the upload. Yeah, there we go. 2.61.
I have no idea what any of that means.
And Bob, I am working on more Elizabeth, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's let me check something, make sure I get the right one here. Nope, that's me. Here's Elizabeth.
Christmas is next week.
Okay.
That means the buffet's next week.
Buffet.
I'm very excited.
Good times there.
Yeah.
It's time of year to be offensive, I guess, huh? That is so sad that has to be offensive now, as opposed to like
It was great.
a good, an amusing stereotype. It's
See,
it's like telling our Italian friends that if we tie their hands up, they can't
the
speak.
hell? Holy tap dancing Jesus in a onesie. Do you have that on video?
Yeah. Well, of him doing no, but yeah, Stephen, you see what I mean now. Again, our setup. Yeah, exactly.
We don't know either. It's a miracle.
Let alone how we broadcast 2 World of Warcraft accounts connected and stream and keep tabs up in Google.
Mm-hmm.
We are a fucking anomaly.
We are.
And I don't know if there's any kind of better anomaly than the fucking kind.
No.
Just saying. There we go.
That's
Okay,
better.
that's a better shot of Elizabeth there.
Yeah, it is.
Fix that up.
She's so festive.
There you go, Bob. That's a little better. So yeah, Stephen, it's because what we have is we have a separate hotspot for our 4G. I put a booster in the yard. I put the hotspot right in front of the indoor antenna from it. And this is what we stream while running 2 World of Warcraft accounts and Discord and blah, blah, blah. So when people are like, oh, we could just do this too, and I'm like, no, we can't.
Maybe you can, but we can't.
Yeah, it's, And when people are like, your stream's a little buffing, I'm like, yeah.
This is why.
I noticed somebody sent messages to Twitch, and I have to pull this up. Is there something, or Discord? Sure.
Just got in. Electric's gone.
Electric is gone?
Bear with me while I find the key and see if there's anything. Okay. I don't know. It's a UK thing.
He's got no electric?
I have no idea. Ed must be asleep.
Hold on, Kevin. Stay warm.
It is for real.
So it will just be us.
Well, then to bring the mood to an upper level,
Yes.
Bob wasn't.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Bob says it's Topless Monday. So I guess he's topless. Go ahead.
Taco Monday.
Topless.
Topless.
I would be okay with taco.
Tacos Monday.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that too, and I don't care if it's vagina reference or just tacos. I'm okay with either.
Okay, so I got a specially made Christmas ball just for the show.
No!
Nice. Where did you find that?
Did you make that?
This was at this weekend went to Smart Mouth Brewing, and they had brew, and they had Krampusnacht. And I sent you the picture, and we got to meet Krampus and Pickle Man and I and a friend of mine. And there are 2 things you could do. You could either go to the blacksmith and make your own beer opener, top opener,
Okay.
or if you do both. And this a guy painted on personalized a Christmas ball for you. And I thought it was delightful.
It's really, it looks printed. I mean, what is that, just like white out on a Christmas ball?
It's paint, and I think it's car paint, and he used a special detail brush, and it was very good.
Let me ask you this. Is that a glass ball or a plastic ball?
It was glass. This sucker will shatter.
Yeah, I hate to be this, but I'm actually very happy with the plastic Christmas ornaments nowadays.
We need to make some cunt balls. Talking to Tavern cunt balls for the holidays.
She's not wrong. You could buy like those plastic Christmas ornaments they're clear plastic and you can pour paint and swirl it so it's different colors. Yes?
When you're done. I'm just trying to hold my thought. Go ahead.
Go.
At my work, all the Christmas stuff is like on sale, and there's like these big, huge balls. We can make big cunt balls.
Any blue?
Yes.
Huge blue cunt balls.
Huge blue cunt balls.
Or
You're welcome.
huge cunt blue balls. Huge blue ball cunts.
It won't be anywhere near as good as this guy's. He was extraordinary at his work.
Mine will not be great, but they will be hilarious.
He does car detailing, like painting on the cars professionally.
My brother and his wife every year would make a custom tree ornament for me and send it over.
Tell him you want a cunt.
Yeah, I should tell him that.
Yeah.
I wonder.
That would be funny, and I want a video of them painting it.
To look a lot like Cuntmas.
Hell yeah.
He will not. He won't do video. We might get Chris later. By the way, everybody, Kevin has bowed out for tonight, and not to share his personal information, but the bottom line is...
He said fuck us. He said fuck you.
Here's the bottom line. Apparently, he's on a pay-as-you-go. Hey, Drop! Thank you so much for that subscribe, which, by the way, if you guys do follow both channels, I encourage you all to kind of, throwing bits and subscribing, stick to one. Because they're not going to add up together. Is this a topless picture of Steven here? Is this a picture of Savos?
No,
uploaded 24 seconds ago.
No!
There we go. Yeah, if the cat's been nursing on that thing, that's kind of bunched up.
Oh my god!
It looks very, I don't know. Can we use the word retarded anymore?
That's not on the screen for everybody, is it?
No, that's not
on
on the
god,
screen.
So we're the only ones scarred.
No, Elizabeth just looked, I think. That's like drunken Popeye after a head injury.
That's great.
Okay, are you on Twitch? No.
No, she's like, fuck you.
That is a botched nipple piercing. Okay, so I was right. That is a little fucked up. You just don't have, like, goofball nipples. You have... Okay, Elizabeth, I'm going to try to share it to you.
What did they do? Rip it off when they pierced it? Holy shit.
Guys, you're going to see the screen mess up for a second because I've got to do this for Elizabeth.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you do.
There, Elizabeth. You can go look there. Make sure that's set back up. Okay.
That's funny.
Okay, what I was saying... Okay, what I was saying...
staring me in my face, sorry.
About Kevin is unable to join us because they have pay-as-you-go electric there. So, like our cell phone service, you can either have a regular contract, I guess, or you can pay-as-you-go, and if your time runs out, you're fucked. You have no power. That's on you. And he's on option 2. No, he's got, like, what he needs to turn it back on, which is just going and entering the key code. I guess you buy a time card. But he can't do it till the AM. So there's an interesting thing. Difference between UK. We'll have to ask him about that.
6 a.m. is only a couple hours for him.
That's true.
He said it must just happen because the reptiles are still warm.
Right, there's residual.
So it's good. It's really good because...
And no doubt being in the UK, they have blankies.
They do, I've seen it.
But Chris did say he might come in after 9 o'clock. So we might get a third. And Ed, for everybody, Ed is working because they're like, hey, why don't you work 12-hour shifts throughout the holiday season? Because, fuck you, get to work.
Yeah.
Elizabeth,
Or just fuck you.
you blurred again when you got louder. Say it
I
again.
said fuck you and here's the raise, or just fuck you?
I think just fuck you, but you've read all the
Just
messages
fuck you
we
and
have.
come on in.
You know, they're all on Discord, our little Discord channel.
Oh, Otter, you're so pretty. Look at this otter.
He's very pretty. What is he doing? Like a bobblehead all of a sudden.
He wants me to itch his head, but he doesn't want me to touch him.
Taking advantage of the black man. Really, I think when it comes to corporate, they will take advantage
I'll
of
take advantage of the black
any
man.
man or woman. There we go. Apparently it's ladies' night, everybody. Elizabeth, you look great in the red, by the way. Very festive. Yeah. Yeah. It's, you do okay in red. You do.
I seen her all dressed up fancy and stuff. She sent me a picture. The symphony or the opera stuff was like, oh.
See that, Mars? Hello?
Hmm?
Hold on. Steven says, speaking of working, did the adventure as a Bezos elf work out?
Bezos?
Bezos?
What is that?
I don't know. Is that a Middle Eastern country?
Who are you talking to? What the hell are you talking about?
Steven, either somebody's had a disconnect, either you or us, but huh? What's that mean? What? Oh, by the way, if you guys do subscribe, don't forget to resubscribe your monthly thing, as Tropsum did just earlier. He subscribed and didn't actually speak to us.
He's busy gaming.
He is.
It's like, screw you guys, I'm winning.
And I've got to talk to him about a certain adventure in the game.
Hi, little baby. I have a squirrel.
I got my now.
You got what?
What? Good.
We're getting bits and pieces. Say it again.
Do interpretive dance.
Are you totally muted now?
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, man, that's going in and out. I don't know. Well, we've got a decent
Pull your
connection.
computer up more. I don't know.
Me? I don't know.
See, Dropsum's in a fight right now.
He is. Somebody's attacking him. We don't know who it is. It's and hello to everybody that's joined us. I'm curious if Skipper and Jewel. Oh, thank you for the bits, Bob. See, here you can throw bits. On the other channel, not till I get to 50 followers. Dark Shore. Drop, I'm probably going to end up out there collecting gear. And I want to work on Andrea to get her so she could join us for the Hive Mind adventure.
I'm trying to get to 70.
You would have to be to 100, which we could do.
I'm trying to get to 70.
I would gladly help you. I have a mage that I...
Oh, Elizabeth.
I like hearing you're gonna work on Andrea.
Nah.
She could use it. A little work.
What is that?
Lord.
Oh, she did have a shoulder lump last night that I... Apparently she got a hold of Steven. I guess that'd be like this.
Are you alive? Are you alive?
That's right.
Oh, that's how you do the CPR.
That's right.
Oh. I miss Richard. He's funny.
Hope he's doing okay. He's coming to see you. So our topic tonight, in theory...
You have one?
Yeah. It's Happy But Humbug Seasonal Attitude Shifts. Bob had a lump a few minutes ago. Happy But Humbug Seasonal Attitude Shifts. So a lot of people get happier and nicer during the Christmas season.
Not the ones that come into my work.
And us cynical bastards who are nice and happy year-round, we actually get a little grumpier because we're like, you're such a fake little asshole. You can't be like this year-round. What the fuck is your problem?
It's a fake little asshole. It's a sticker.
Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa. Shut the fuck up and accept whatever we gave you. It's a nicety without getting...
Don't be an asshole.
Get off my porch!
What are they doing on your porch?
She doesn't have a
You
lawn.
sound like that, the angry old man. Get off my lawn!
We're working towards it. Andrea started knitting and carrying candy in her pocket, and I started just telling people to fuck themselves. So So between us, we're turning into the old couple. We're very happy about it.
I always carry a bag of peppermint in my pocket at work, and I pass them out to the children.
I do carry a hanky, but it's not full of boogers wadded up and shoved back into my pocket.
We could fix that.
No. To me, I explain to young men, hankies are not for blowing your nose. Tissues are for blowing your nose. Hankies are for handing to somebody who is crying, or binding a wound, or gagging somebody.
Does it smell
Not
like
for
chloroform?
blowing your nose.
To wave a retreat.
That's right. For the French. It's for the French.
Ooh la la, croissant. The French.
With butter. Oh, Elizabeth, if you go to the other twitch.tv/Travis I. Sivart channel,
Yes.
I do have a butter thing on there for you. A sound you can make regarding butter.
Something is wrong with your sound settings on my end. It will not. Every time I click it on the sound, excuse me. Every time I redeem a sound, the little red bar comes up and says something went wrong. Try again later.
I don't know.
Does that to me sometimes too.
I tried a lot today and it never worked. I played with your cock. I poked your pussy.
Did you stroke my ass?
Stroked your ass. I even tried to redeem. That's what she said. Nothing worked.
Really? I don't know what's going on. Because Bob got him to work. I finally went and fixed it so the sounds work. Yeah, you could hear Bob. Okay. Now, I need to read a few comments here. Drop says, you can suck mints till the stripe's off, then hand the pre-melt candy to people. Can we just do that thing where we suck it into a point and then stab somebody with it?
I think he's talking about the candy I carry around and hand out.
Well, I think he means these mints you're sucking.
Well, that-
Oh, yeah, you could do it with the pocket full of old lady.
Here.
And then Steven says, hey now, the French have been setting stuff on fire recently. They are not elfin around. I know he typed effin, but I'm going to say elfin because it's,
Oh, that's funny.
yeah, holiday season.
Because it's Christmas.
What?
I don't know. You made a noise. I looked at
I
you.
don't know. Don't look at me. We need an opening toast.
We need an opening toast. Hey,
It's only been an hour.
Merry fucking Christmas, you fucking fuckers.
Oh my god.
Or Happy Hanukkah. Or Happy Kwanzaa.
Just here's to fuckers.
Happy Monday.
Are you done?
I don't know. There we go.
Merry Mucky Missmas.
There we go. Well, one of my big...
Here we go, saying.
check Discord, Travis, you filthy animal. Okay, hold on. I gotta get my phone because I'm using Discord. So
Bob says, I've been drawing pictures of Elizabeth this season. I have making adult Xmas short stories. He's been making... What? Bob? Okay, share. I'll be back. I need a moment.
Needs Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to do this while Andrew's out of the room. If anybody cares, and there's no pressure, no necessity to send her a Christmas present, but if you want to do World of Warcraft time cards is wonderful. Or, like a flying mount that you buy from their little store, if you're so inclined. Now, if you just want to support Talk of the Tavern, the best way to support it, right below, you're going to see Tip Your Tavern. I get the most money out of that. I keep 100% of what you send. Whereas if you send it via PayPal or Stream Elements, etc., they keep part of it. So the best way to support is, even over subscribing or Patreon, is just Tip the Tavern. I get 100% of that. If you do go PayPal, send it as friends and family. This is too much to explain. Now, as for the other thing that Stephen directed me to Discord, Amazon still has not called me to start work. I got hired November 6th. There was the one time where I couldn't make it in because they gave me 24 hours notice and there was a medical procedure set up, etc. So, yeah, No, last week we told you guys about the car accident. Thursday, I'm changing my tire in the driveway. My jack bends, the jack that came with the vehicle, bends under the weight of the vehicle, and the vehicle falls while I'm changing the tire. So, it's been a great week. Sorry, I'm ignoring everybody.
Excuse me.
Otherwise, I gotta pull that up in the middle. Comments. So, there we go. Thank you, Elizabeth. You're very kind. 9 months in a row. Wow. We're like having your baby.
Okay.
That's exactly what it feels like.
It's, okay, sorry. Got that. Elizabeth, the 3 abominable snowmen. Did I miss the snowman?
His story. That is right.
Oh, got you.
And Elizabeth is Rudolph on the... Elizabeth does Rudolph on the Island of Misfit Toys.
Aww.
That's one story, and then the other one is And the 3 Abominable Snowmen. These are his stories, apparently. How come it's not making noises for the bits?
That's what I'm pointing out. Or the follows, because when I created that second channel and logged in and changed things, it changed things.
You want your cat? He's coming to get you. Hi. Hi, baby.
That would be under Stream Elements. Let me check something here.
Oh, yeah.
See, it makes those noise bobs, but the other noises, not so much. So give me a second while I...
Okay.
do this.
Oh my god, the slow clap.
Kitty, what?
You have to watch Nailed It, Holiday Edition. There's a firefighter who sings as he cooks. You'd like him, Elizabeth. And then...
I think you would.
Yeah, she would. And then there's one, and they give the lady a slow clap, like an 80s movie. It is great. I love that show.
There's nothing more brutal than a single slow clap. You just...
It's a true story.
Yeah, that's a great show. It's like 20 minutes. They cook. It's great. And they're not mean.
What's it called again?
Nailed It. And they're not mean to the contestants, even though, oh my god, their baking's horrid. I think you will enjoy that show. It's a Netflix original.
Yeah, when I opened up the new channel, it reset everything I have in Streamlabs and Stream Elements, and son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. James Dino followed.
That's funny. I just I just received the movie The Snowman about the serial killer in Norway. And now
We
we
got
have
people.
Snowman. Just today.
Well, hello, John. How you been? And James Dino, I don't know if we've met, but doing okay.
just started
Thanks for following.
following.
He did. And I'm doing a bunch of stuff at the one time, so I'm late in the ladies' talk.
Yeah, we are.
It's...
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I opened up a second Twitch channel, and it screwed up all of my overlays and everything. It even changed Talk of the Tavern to Talk of the Tavern 1 for the... and that's annoying. So I have to go adjust this. And...
Wow.
yeah, that's terribly... terribly
We're talking about the holidays. And Bob is screaming a lot.
That was that you, Elizabeth?
Holiday.
So that's working now.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh my
Your channel is
God.
working. The other one isn't.
Yeah.
I thought it was Bob screaming.
They all look alike, don't
Oh,
they?
it's Otter. Get in the box, Otter. Get in the box.
And Steven fixed there. That is no longer a dead link. There's a Warhead candy canes I fell in love with. How?
Are they really sour?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. We like sour candy, and
I have sour Pez.
I have a sour puss.
oh.
Oh, you know what's funny? Okay, because where I work, well, I was straightening up, and in the mop display, in the display of mops, okay, there was a lemon, a cut in half lemon. Somebody walked into a hardware store with a half of a lemon and put it in the mops.
Wow.
This is not shit in a bucket.
They're animals.
I had a bus driver in Alabama who would suck on lemon, especially in hot weather.
He was a lemon sucker.
And that's okay.
And I remember her name was Barbara, Miss Barbara. She was round black woman, and she dealt with these horrible. And one time we all got up, and there was just a lemon on the seat of the driver's seat, and the guys were saying, Miss Barbara sucked so many lemons, she finally turned into one.
A few comments from
They
folks.
were awful to her. She was always very nice to me and my brother. My brother, they were horrible too.
That poor woman. It's
You know how the bus would stop at train tracks and they'd have to open the doors for a train? The kids on the bus would quietly.
that is horrible.
Make little train noises. They were horrible.
A few comments for everybody here is Bob, of course I love sour balls. I will put sour balls in my mouth all day long. It's I like nothing but getting a big old jug full of sour balls and sharing them around. Now James, let's see. He asked if I enjoy sour balls. John, good to hear about the 12-year-old Scottish whiskey. Sounds awesome. And James says they're very sour, not as good as Warheads, but good enough. Going to convince one of my brother or sister's kids to try a lemon and tell him it's an orange. Oh. James, he's blaming us for giving him the idea and saying he's only taking part responsibility. I see you're going to fit in well with A, the crowd here, B, well, just adults in general. Blame somebody else for part of it. I think I covered all the comments. And I'm hugely frustrated about this technical issue where the supporting stuff has reset everything.
Why has he got his nose on?
So his head doesn't fall forward?
Otter's laying on my laptop, and he has his nose on my box of, what are those called? Granola bars. His nose is just touching it.
Yeah, there we go. It's
Not funny.
well, it's like they say, not my monkeys, not my circus.
We don't have monkeys. We have cats.
I
That's
can't teach shit on my own.
What'd you say, Elizabeth? You eat shit on the what?
I thought you were moving the camera to show Otter, and then
The
I
fuck?
was looking at something else. Something. You know what? I can't see it.
Green Goblin just donated $100, and he said, "Fuck Christmas, take care of each other."
Oh.
Thank you, Steven. Much appreciated. Here's you.
Now
Are
we can
those-
buy a monkey.
Are those lemons? Oh, see, I changed the tip glass to a snowman, so now it's things sticking to the snowman.
It looks
apparently.
like lemons. It does.
It does.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
Here's to Steven. Thank you,
And
man.
his nipple.
He might only have one. We didn't ask. He only showed one in the picture.
Oh, it does look like lemon.
That would be a horrible piercing accent. Golden shower of love.
I was gonna say, are they urine balls?
Oh my god.
Sour balls, urine balls. We got all the balls.
Show everybody your cunt ball.
The biggest. Awesome.
Show off your cunt ball again
Show
there,
everybody your
Elizabeth.
cunt ball.
Oh, my cunt ball. Yeah, everybody be patient.
Don't drink the Yellowstone.
Don't tell me what to do.
Stephen, the other day when it snowed here, I did go urinate in the snow and giggled as it changed colors. True story.
Behold the mighty cunt ball.
There you go.
Whoop, whoop.
Elizabeth got a man to give her a very special ball. Well, she paid for it like any good working American.
I did overpay, but hand painted, one of a kind.
A hand-painted cunt.
Can we
That's
ask what you
fabulous.
paid?
No.
Oh, okay. That much. But, you know, it is custom work, and we have to appreciate and it's nice.
It is, and it was an artist, and I do it for the show. So.
You did it for the show. Don't
Yeah,
fight.
don't blame us.
What are you, James Dino, blaming us for half your decisions? My soda
I'll do it out loud.
Don't tell me what to do.
You could do the neck thing again. Do the...
I was the chiropractor today.
God, that kills me. It's I love watching people do that. Wow, look at you.
Can't do it?
No,
He
no.
It's funny when he tries. He's like,
Yeah, I look like a hula dancer having some kind of epileptic fit. It's and that's just to
you're
me.
not that coordinated.
Well, now you have to do it.
I was doing it. Weren't you watching?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, when you're doing it, I'm like, do that thing again.
That's how he does.
And people are like, well, let me hold your body still. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to do it now.
There you go. There you go. You got it. You got it. I lose vision a little bit when I do it.
I'm much better at it if I go like this.
There you broke her.
So regarding Nailed It on Netflix, the holiday season, Andrea was trying to eat during it. She was
Bad idea.
screaming more than she was eating. I mean, she was literally like in tears, choking to breathe, and screaming as they did this stupid shit.
It was the greatest.
You've got an infestation. Let me
I
just
have
do
so
this.
many cats over here.
So
Look.
there's Otter,
1, 2,
who's
3,
jumping
4.
down now. Giraffe at the very end. Squirrel here. If you look here, this is the butt of a cat.
There goes
That's Cuttlefish.
his tail.
And then down here is Zazzle turned upside down on the keyboard. So there we go.
We're infested.
We are. And if you look at our wreath back there, it's got the Talk of the Tavern sign in it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I want to go... I realize these are ornaments that they sent.
Don't put them on the tree. Yeah, put them on there. Put them on the tree, they'll be gone.
I need another soda. Do you need anything, sweetie?
I don't know.
Then just put them on
Well,
top.
I have to admit, I haven't decorated the tree. I got the lights up, so I'm going to put up all my pickles,
Yes, she is.
which
You
I have a lot,
Do
and
you,
my pellets. So it'll be pickles and cunt.
Do I have any Yoo-hoo left? If I do, bring me that.
do you want more tea if you don't?
I don't have tea. That was
Okay.
ginger ale.
Oh, do you want more ginger ale?
She has tea. You want more tea, Elizabeth? He'll bring you some.
I got tea.
Steven says, love the wreath, or as I like to call it, wait for it.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm taking this to... Did you want to keep an empty glass here?
It's not empty. Do you see that?
No, I don't, apparently. Oh, hi. There's
What do you like to call it? Quit making us wait. Oh my god.
So what flavor of candy canes do you get? It's just peppermint?
Yes. The way I see it, the candy cane should either be peppermint or cinnamon. That's what I like.
Any particular reason? Just that's what you like?
That's holiday. I don't know. I don't like all the weird ones as much. I do have some chocolate candy canes that a coworker gave me. I'll eat them.
Chocolate candy cane?
They're Hershey, yeah. Weird.
Are they actually, I mean, they're really chocolate, or they just taste like chocolate?
It's chocolate flavor. Yeah, it's kind of... Yeah.
I've tried in the past to order the pickle candy cane, and they're either sold out or they're $15 for like 6.
and I refuse to pay.
You know, Retro Daddy out in Williamsburg, Jen's store.
Yeah.
She usually
Yeah.
has crazy candy canes, which I like because she had coffee ones or something, which I like those. She might have pickle ones.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
the last pickle candy I bought, I gave you guys a couple in package.
Yeah,
And I,
you
I
did.
thought they were green and white, but to me they tasted nothing like pickles.
No, they were kind of nasty though, but they did not taste like pickle. I'm like, bleh.
I don't remember
Yeah,
these.
they were sugar.
Yeah, it was a while ago when she was still in New York.
Mm-hmm. By the
I
way,
gave you one. You didn't want it.
Stephen says the talk of the tavern, wrath of the tavern. That's what he calls the wreath. And James says, my Christmas tree is a car air freshener in the shape of a tree, and I hang it on the thermostat. Speaking of thermostats, so lately, the past year or two, there's been quite a few jokes on television and movies about dads controlling the thermostat. We see it on the Goldbergs. We see it on... What are you doing? We see it on Daddy's Home
Nothing.
2. Big fingers. So even the mice are hunchback. So I'm just curious. See, I didn't really have... Really?
Really?
They just have no respect for the... By the way, Dropsome, I did get the replacement keyboard. I am so happy to be able to type all the letters and numbers again and not hit one key and like hit Alt and my music mutes. It was crazy with the other one. It's packed up to send back. So, is it really that big of a thing for guys controlling the thermostat? Is this really like
Usually
a
they're the
cultural...
ones paying the bill. That's why.
Right. But, like, I noticed Andrea will be like, I'm cold. And I'm like, oh, go ahead and change the thermostat. You know, just turn it up. You live here. You're an adult. You pay bills. And she's like, no, I'm not going to touch it. And I thought nothing of it. Now I'm seeing all this stuff on the TV. So
Oh, it's not because of you. It's because I don't want to pay a huge bill.
okay. What is she getting into? Oh, that little box.
I mean, we have blankets. This is why I wear layers. I always wear the robe because save $100.
Well, that's my logic. That's why I'm wearing long sleeves, a thermal shirt.
It's
'cause-
winter. Put on more clothes. It's not
Yeah.
supposed to be summer in your damn house.
And in summer, I tend to leave it a little warmer, and we walk around in short sleeves and shorts. By the way, Steven says it's a biological dad response. Move the thermostat 1 degree in any direction will alert the dad. But I tell you what, as an adult, there's some days I'm a little more cold than other days. I just go change the thermostat. I turn it up 2 degrees. Thermomanstat, says Bob, and James says it's cheaper and easier for the one cold person to put on a sweater, but it's harder for everyone else to cool off.
Yeah.
See, in the winter, I leave my thermostat between 67 and 69. In the summer, I leave the AC between 77 and 79. So I keep it 10 degrees colder in the winter. I think she's going to touch the thermostat. I can feel her going towards it.
What are you getting into?
James, you're in Canada? Well, no wonder you're nice. You're not American. He's Canadian. He's probably just saying that so we like him better.
Probably.
He hasn't apologized yet. I'm not sure how fucking Canadian he really is.
Well, you know, the Brits apologize too.
They
I was
do.
gonna, if he were truly Canadian, he would immediately be on the quick draw on things that are wrong with America, the healthcare system, and how Canada's better.
Do you find Canadians do that? See, I find they're just usually more polite and apologetic. Yeah, it's I'm all about. I want to enjoy the season for what it is. Which in the summer I want to be a little bit warm, not like melting, and in the winter I want to be a little. I can have this. I can eat this.
It's the chocolate one.
Steven says, but the opposite means I can only get so naked when I'm hot before I go to jail. But Steven, you're always hot, big boy. And I've just come to realize Savos was not a character; it was just him
Yeah.
in
No,
a
that's
game.
him.
Yes, he's like because he started naked with something in his butt.
Prison wallet.
As you do. As you do.
Yeah, I do miss the gaming, but I'm hoping spring or whatever we'll be able to do more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, my work schedule, nope.
Squirrel's hanging out with you. You just keep adding more stuff to the table in front
This
of you.
is my present I got today.
Do you want to talk about it?
It's lotion. Smell.
Oh, I gotta smell the lotion.
It rubs the lotion on it.
Jim said for the most part I don't turn my AC off and often just use the wood stove. We use electric heaters for the rooms we're in. And Steven says, glad to see you finally caught on. Savos is my spirit animal.
We knew that.
That's okay. It definitely goes with the old lady smell.
Yeah.
Well, lotion smells like old ladies, or old ladies smell like
Smells
lotion.
like Bengay and Pete.
You need to hang out with a better quality old lady. Depends what part of Canada, too, though. The Quebecers are rude as hell. You're right about that.
Isn't that because they're French?
I'm worried about, like, squeezing too hard and then, like,
Oh, that's-
looking like
that's
somebody
hand
jizzed in my
sanitizer.
nose.
Yeah.
Oh. It's cucumber melon. I do feel like cucumbers and melons should be able to crossbreed and create new creatures.
They do.
But only honeydews. Honeydews and cucumbers should be able to just go get it on after a drunken wild night and come out with like this mixed baby of melon, cucon.
Cucon, take me away.
Melcumber. You should,
No.
yeah, you should take that away from me.
I'm going to take that away from you. Oh my goodness.
Take it away.
Let's go to Canada.
Stephen, by the way, you were my first donation ever on Talk of the Tavern. People have thrown bits and subscribed, but you're the first donation ever.
That's not true.
Wow.
I donated $1 to make sure it worked.
I don't know, Streamlabs just said first donation. You probably sent it to the other one where they kept 30%, and I went, I'm not putting that link up, fuck that.
Oh, well, that's great.
What?
Always something, ain't it?
You're in the Maritimes, though, East Coast. We're East Coast, too.
Yes, we, yeah,
Let's
we're...
go to Canada.
Okay,
I've never
but
been.
not tonight.
Oh.
I'm still running I'm using a donut on my car. We
We'll
shouldn't
get
go
you
to
a tire.
Canada.
Um,
We'd have to bring the cats.
I want to go and try the foods. I need
You have
Canadian.
little passports.
I have a passport.
I was thinking that. It's James. What would you say in the area you're in, and you can tell us the area or not, whatever your privacy level is in your head?
What's the food of your people?
What? Yeah, exactly. What are you guys known for food-wise in your area?
Like out here, it's peanuts and ham.
Do it in the summer. I can get us an island with 2 large cabins. Well, that sounds like a horror movie or a porn starting. But really, thanks for the offer, man. That's pretty cool.
We can shoot both.
Elizabeth
Oh, yeah,
is
she's a
filmmaker. So, yeah, it's... you mentioned interesting spots to film a movie, and I don't care if it's a 7-minute horror movie. Trying to support the stream as effectively as possible before the Christmas closeout. Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate it. The nice thing about this is that went directly to my PayPal, where I have a credit card from PayPal, so I can immediately use it to pay bills. Nude Island. Bob is in. Bob questions Nude Island? Well, I don't...
Only for you, Bob.
Native, Irish-blooded, so fried bread and moose with lots of whiskey. Is moose a dish? Can you go places and order moose?
I've never had that.
Without getting a big guy in a tank top going, you wanted me?
Oh, my.
Yeah, you could.
And I like the whiskey.
I like whiskey. I like fry bread. I've never had moose, but I'm willing to try it.
Unless if it's a big guy in a tank top, then it really...
Well, then
Depends
maybe.
on if he's as adorable as that firefighter on...
Oh, yeah, if he sings about cats, maybe.
Lots of seafood. Now...
See, we're known for seafood here, too, but...
Steven says, wait, Nude Island is basically the show Naked and Afraid.
Who's afraid?
Bob wants us to bring cannolis. James says
You
we
are the
pretty much
cannoli, Bob.
we catch pretty much whatever we eat. Really? That's got to be rough meeting a new girl in a bar. Run. Because if I catch you, you know what's going down tonight. Me.
Sound like an angry lesbian.
What's a happy lesbian sound like?
What was that?
We did see Happy Time Murders with Melissa McCarthy and Henson.
The
How was
cow.
it?
Just watch it. I can't. There's no words.
It's not a high quality, incredible production that you're going to remember and tell people about.
I remember it.
It's going to be like watching an hour and a half skit from movie 43.
It's great though. I liked it.
Yeah, we enjoyed it.
Such a good idea. It's such a good idea. Now, please allow me to give you a
Yes.
thought just for the trailer, and you can respond if it's accurate. From the trailer, to me, it looked like just a phenomenal, cool idea, and it looks like they went really, really raunchy, and I think it might lose its full impact.
They didn't.
No, it wasn't that raunchy.
The one really raunchy scene in the preview, in the trailer, there was maybe 3 scenes like that, and the rest was kind of a standard movie with slight inappropriateness. And James, you're correct. Watch the credits and the outtakes, and also if you get it on Blu-ray, watch the deleted scenes, because there's a couple scenes that should have stayed in the fucking movie, and they cut it out. And then there's a couple scenes that didn't matter. Steven sent us a link for the TV show Naked and Afraid, which is on Discovery.
I've heard about it. It's stupid.
Here's the about. For 21 days, one man and one woman, meeting for the first time in the nude, are paired and tasked to survive in some of the world's most extreme environments. No food, water, clothes.
They had to do 21 days because if they made it 28 days,
Filming always start on, "Are you done, ma'am? Thank you. Pull the string. We're going to start filming."
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's horrible.
it's true.
Oh my god.
That's very true, Elizabeth.
That would be a hell of a show.
You're not wrong. Okay, wait. I'm good. I'm good with this. James says, well, the island I'm talking about isn't that harsh, and the cabins are always loaded with booze.
Okay, sounds good to me. Let's go.
Ooh, James, that sounds great.
Elizabeth just suddenly got a little sexy for that one. No, like, whoop whoop, yeah, booze. It's, yeah, that sounds great. And weed also. Okay, there we go. I think you just pulled part of a...
Better.
Lola, is that you? That sounded like an Afron voice. Well, I was talking about the other Lola song. L-O-L-A, Lola.
Is that how you spell it?
And little Lola wants you to do.
Oh yeah, a thing popped up. You can join the Discord channel.
Oh, yeah.
Link below. Oh god. I'm sorry. I gotta...
Give me pull on it.
No, I just...
Give me just stare at him.
No.
Canada's beautiful. We gotta go.
Okay.
That would be
I haven't been there.
phenomenal. Amazing country.
I have only been directly across the border to Niagara Falls. I've
I
never
don't
gone
want to
further
go
than
there.
that. It's pretty. You don't have to get on the boat.
You
and
know
go.
how much water is there? Fuck that.
Well, I mean, they tell you when you go on the tour.
I don't want to.
So I don't know,
Oh,
because
that's true.
they
I
do.
don't want
Although
to.
they do have the scariest haunted house in the world, I think, in Niagara.
Is it underwater? Fuck that shit.
No.
That's the scariest.
Got a sister out that way in Hamilton. It's I have not seen Hamilton the musical, but I've heard it's very good. Good for your sister playing in that play. Hamilton is actually a city in Canada, but it's also it's basically all the rage of Broadway right now. It's a musical about the forming of the country, and it's very entertaining and
Oh,
political.
I thought it was
at the
about a
same time.
guy. I didn't know. I don't know.
It is about a guy. It's about Hamilton,
I don't keep up with that.
the one that helped with the American Revolution and signed the Declaration of Independence and helped write the Constitution.
Oot. Oh my god, look at the pickle.
I love the pickle. Has a little pickle of his own.
That's great.
That's an excerpt from Hamilton.
I want to see it now.
Oh.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock. We're into the second hour here. I could do This Week in History, but we don't have any.
Well, where's Baby Shark?
He's getting drunk at the cast party or something.
Oh. You said after 9 he's going to be on. It's after 9.
It doesn't mean the minute after 9.
I don't know.
It might be 10. I don't know. It's
I'll do it.
What are you gonna do?
Sing
This
Baby
big
Shark.
Day, week in history.
Oh, you got this. Oh, hold on, let me play the intro music for it.
Music.
Okay, let's we Elizabeth is gonna.
Just so you know, James.
You can talk over it.
We usually have a segment called This Week in History, but Ed had to work like an extra shift, so he's not here to do it.
So,
Hey,
Elizabeth, what happened this week in history?
So we're asking the whitest people in the group, whitest person. Do it. Shit happened, y'all.
You sounded very Virginia when you said that.
You're welcome. And the first thing that happened was my internet's cutting out, so.
Well, yeah.
True.
There we go. It's starting to look. Bear with me. Bear with me. You jumped on the. Ah, my gosh. All right. Let me start. Let me open with a weird bit of news. Can I open with that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You do
I don't know
you.
if we talked to. I do. Every night. Actually, I'm kind of a morning girl, but anyway. All right. Elvis Presley helps pedestrians cross the street in a German town. Slow internet. Okay, Elvis Presley's image has been used to create action figures regarding reading lamps in the town of Friedberg, Germany. This week they installed 3 pedestrian traffic lights that incorporate images of the king. The Don't Walk light shows Presley at the microphone, while the Walk light depicts him in his trademark dance pose, heels up and hips swiveled. Presley was stationed in Friedberg from October 1958 to March 1960 while he was in the U.S. Army. It was in Friedberg, a town located about 16 miles north of Frankfurt, that Presley met his future wife, Priscilla.
I have a question.
According to the
When he's in the walk position, the dance move. Now, is it young hip wiggling Elvis, or is it the old fat sequined one?
Yes.
Well, that's a legit question.
Young hip.
Okay.
It's that one body position that they wouldn't allow him to show on television on broadcast.
Right.
He's right in there.
Right. When he was on the James Cagney show, the
It's
Bob
too-
Newhart show,
too
when he was
erotic.
on what?
Right.
It's too erotic.
By the way, James, I will get to your comments in a minute. Bear with us as we go through This Week in History. What? Oh my God. Look at Steven just encouraging us. He's like, but we all know Elvis was a rapist. Hashtag inappropriate jokes. Hashtag Elvis is a rapist. Hashtag only Vegas Elvis would rape. By the way, real quick, let's hit James because we might be on This Week in
Don't hit
History
him.
for 2 more minutes. We might be on for 2 more hours with the topic. His brother's a pirate out in Nova Scotia. Technically termed as a lobster fisherman, but them boys keep rifles and shotguns strapped to the bow of the skiff. Bow of the skiff. Sink each other's engines and shoot at each other over hot spots, steal each other's traps and the like. Then they go get them their women. No, you didn't say that one. But hashtag satire. Very good, Stephen. It's, okay, so
Pound me too.
do you think Elvis is going to make any fucking difference from somebody getting hit by a car because they don't know how to cross a goddamn road?
Maybe.
I think it's just going to entertain the crowd after somebody gets hit and they get bored of watching the twitching person in the crosswalk. They're going to be like, oh, look, Elvis is dancing again. Oh, mama. Oh, I'm one pretty sack of man.
I was thinking in response to what you said about, for a moment, about people who are colorblind and how difficult that must be to see the light. You can't see those colors. And I don't know if anyone's ever watched the videos of those amazing glasses they have for people who are colorblind.
Mm-mm.
When they put these, they look like sunglasses, and when they put them on, suddenly they can see colors again. And how just moving it is to watch people immediately burst into tears
Oh, wow.
upon seeing color for the first. Extraordinary. If you haven't watched those,
Can we put them on all the dogs and see how they react? Dogs are colorblind.
I bet you they start smoking cigarettes and carrying beer with them.
There you go.
Because dogs and sunglasses. Woof.
shall I go on?
Yes, you shall.
Here we go.
Well, nobody answered. Do you
Here's
think
me off.
Elvis on the crosswalk makes any difference?
No.
No. Idiots will walk in front of traffic no matter who's on the fucking crosswalk.
You're talking Germany. I mean, the average intelligence level of a German is probably a lot higher than other countries. I think that. And if they're not, they'll get run over and they'll die, and then they'll make room for the rest of us.
I like that philosophy. Can we quit protecting morons? And you know what? If one of us loses a finger or two because we stop protecting morons, well, we're going to learn quick not to put our hand wherever the fuck we just put it. Vagina.
Bye, babe.
What? Hey, babe. Movie 43.
It's true. You did that lesson of, well, I won't do that again, is very important.
It is. Steven says, I'll only agree with that because I have a German wife.
And she's making you agree with that?
This is a very smart person.
Steven, you think you would have found that one joke a lot funnier then. Anyhow.
Ooh.
What else happened, Elizabeth? Go on.
Today, in 1538, Pope Paul III excommunicated King Henry VIII after he had declared himself supreme head of the Church of England.
Supreme head of the Church of England. That sounds like a dick move.
That's funny.
Supreme head.
Well, they wouldn't give him a divorce. He had to do something.
He said, she's only making me agree because it's my choice.
Can you imagine? Just, I am now the head of everything. Well, if they believe that God deemed the king, then why wouldn't the king then be head of the church?
Well, if Elizabeth is the head of everything, there'd be pickles and cunts, as far as the eye could see.
But not together. Are they? Does anybody feel like maybe...
A pickled cunt.
I've seen Elizabeth in that state.
I was singing that song. It's beginning to look a lot like Cuntness.
Yes.
Everywhere you go. Like, oh, yeah.
That'd be great.
Do you want to hum a few bars there?
No.
James?
I did write the lyrics to Fuck This, and I need to email those to you.
Beginning to look a lot
could be
like
fun to make a
Fuck
video.
This.
Everywhere you go, from the drunks in the local bar, the one who just hit your car,
Hey, I got a car we can use.
and the people, and the stuff. What? Oh, you got a car?
No, she's saying she has a car that was recently in an accident that a drunken hit because then maybe their insurance would pay for it. James says that he dated a pickled cunt, and Steven says, God bless your cotton socks, Andrea, for agreeing with me. P.S. Don't let the wife know. I think P.S. should just be pronounced psst. Don't let the wife know. Psst. Just like thrift store. It smells like R. Kelly. Piss.
Ew.
So, what were we talking about?
I don't know.
There was some news.
Cunts.
Pickled cunts, yes. So there's pickled cunts in the news. Oh, does anybody else feel like maybe Donald Trump and King Henry had more in common than we realize?
Are they the same person?
I do feel like Trump would, do something like that. He's like, you won't let me get a divorce? Well, I'm decreed by God, so I'm now head of my own church. I feel like that is not a far leap for this situation.
Who knows?
Because whether you like Trump or not, you have to admit, he does have a bit of an ego some days.
And he's pretty good at business. Because look, He's fucking president.
As far as I know, he's only divorced wives. I don't think he's ever killed anyone.
Well,
That's what
no.
That you know of.
But he killed the wives because Henry, that is, Henry killed the wives
Because they did not have divorce.
because he couldn't divorce them. And also, it's just such an easier way to get rid of those problems that'll follow you around with an ex.
He killed his wives, let's get this straight, because they weren't bearing him heirs that could take the throne, son. Right.
And that's
So
his
instead
fault.
of just changing the law, right, and then everything would have been fine, it's easier just to chop a woman's head off.
But see,
I cannot confirm nor deny that. Go on.
and the thing is, the guys are like, oh, you don't bear me a son. It's their fucking fault.
That's right.
It's the guy's chromosome that determines whether it's male or female baby.
Well, King Henry should have been more up on fucking genetics. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
It takes a man to make a man.
And he is not a man. What? I don't know.
Can you imagine that then? You're pregnant. You're like, oh my God, please be a boy.
Talk about pressure and a stressful pregnancy.
That's a hell of a risk because, you know, life is risks and what you put up and sacrifice. Boy, when you date a king, whew,
Well-
you gotta,
He helped you cross the street in Germany.
And the stuff they used to use for birth control back then to keep from having babies.
You mean like not bathing?
No. Cow manure. They thought they used that as birth control. Just put that all up in there.
Yeah, they were like, this is the shit, man.
It's horrible. What else happened?
Why does your pussy smell like shit? James says...
That explains a lack of foreplay.
James says, I think I'd have a few girls on standby to swap before he got into the room to see. That's not a bad idea. Or for a few young boys. Or a minister. Whatever it takes. A mule. It doesn't matter. Just... Don't put little Henry in me.
I'm glad we don't do that anymore.
Use cow manure as... I tell you what, I don't know...
I was going to say, I'm glad we don't shove shit up our vaginas anymore. And then I thought, well, we kind of do because tampons, so, you know.
It's a little different.
IUDs and, you know, sponges.
You know, that's actually... Now, James says, jokingly, they have to be pregnant women who could produce a son real quick. Why not just fucking adopt a baby?
Because not the same bloodline.
It doesn't matter. You
It-
change the fucking law.
Well, it's a guy thing.
You're
'cause
decreed
they're
by
fucking-
God. And then maybe you could have somebody else raise them so you don't have to deal with them.
That's what happened with Jesus.
God's like, I'm not raising this thing. We got to get this a stepdaddy.
See?
Adoption. It's true. It is true. It's true.
Right?
Can you imagine after you have sex with God, everything else is like a letdown?
And of course, it's the only time you have to remember to scream, "Oh, you! Oh, you! You!"
You scared the cat.
Oh, hold on, Jamin's sending a picture.
A bird whispering in my ear was the greatest fuck I ever had.
What?
That was God, though. Art history. All right, I'm ready for the next one.
Oh,
Ready for the
hold on.
Oh.
Okay, Jamin just sent this picture. It's a picture of King Henry. And it says, "My anaconda don't want none unless you burst sons, hun."
Oh my God. Jamin.
And James says, "I always wondered if Joseph was disappointed in his stepson for being a teacher and not a carpenter or handyman." But Jesus was a carpenter and handyman for a while, and then later he hit his 30s and he's like, "No, I'm not doing that anymore. I've got other things I'm going to do." It's so yeah, he got through his 20s being a good son. We just don't talk about basically.
Well,
When he
in the
added
Bible-
water into wine, all the work went to hell.
Oh yeah, you think his father would be proud of that? So you don't fucking build shit, but you did what with water?
He's a magician.
You're okay, boy. I will have a fish sandwich and some wine.
Sushi and wine, baby. That's true sandwich bread. There you go. Okay.
Okay, what else you got, Elizabeth?
I got today, this day in 2010, Mohamed Bouazizi set himself on fire. The Tunisian street vendor self-immolated, interesting word, as a protest against the economic conditions in Tunisia. He died 18 days after the age of 26. His protest and death were a catalyst for the revolution and similar revolutions around the Arab world.
Okay.
Setting yourself on fire.
That's hot.
I would like to... There you go. I'd like to encourage more people to set themselves on fire. They don't need to do it to start a revolution. I just want them to get the fuck out of the way.
And if you can't think of one you'd like to see set on fire, you're probably it.
Well, if you set someone on fire, they're warm for the rest of their life.
If you do it right. At least 26 days till they die. Let's see.
Oh, here we go.
Hold on.
This is a very important one.
James says he's been set on fire a few times. It sucks. This really it's really just presenting other ideas for that booze-laden island you've mentioned.
Oh, God,
I don't want to set anybody on fire because that's gonna smell.
It smells like
Especially when they shit themselves running away.
beef. It smells like beef and hair.
And manure. Depends.
Depends.
Oh,
Smells
no.
like how you think we paid for it? Oh my gosh.
And the screaming.
Are you a screamer, James? Because if you're a screamer, we're not gonna... Oh, hold on.
We're just not going to set you on fire.
Here's a picture of Maury Povich with Joseph and Mary and baby Jesus. It says,
Oh,
according
God.
to our test results, Joseph, you are not the father. Then it says, Maury Christmas.
Nah!
Oh.
See, I used to like Maury Povich, but then he started doing all those stupid shows, and I guess that's what kept him going.
I guess it was...
People want to watch that stupid shit.
Okay, Elizabeth, what's the next article?
Okay, in 1989, the first episode of The Simpsons aired.
I remember it.
Popular American animated series directed by Matt Groening is set in the fictional town of Springfield and follows the life of the Simpson family.
Yeah, I remember that.
James did clarify he's more of a flailer when he's on fire.
Flailer. Flailer.
There's nothing more entertaining on the 4th of July than a drunken flailer on fire. Nothing says Merca like that.
No, they were like...
Especially if we like somebody that's not Merkin on fire. Wait.
That is fun, and I love it when it doesn't go off, and it's that game of how close do people go to check on the firework.
Just far enough to get that stream of urine on it.
Nah!
I just spray it with a hose and move on.
Well, that's what the guys
That's
do.
what I said.
I'll buy all the fireworks you want. I just don't light them. I like pricing.
Oh, he laid on her.
It's okay. It's okay, squirrel.
Oh.
Giraffe, our huge 48-pound cat, laid on poor Squirrel. It's okay, Squirrel.
Who's always terrified.
Otter came to check on her.
Oh.
Now Giraffe is going over to check on her.
And she's gonna...
And she's growling at him. Hey, it's a blow up. Hey, it's John.
Hey, John.
How are you, man? It's So, John, I'm curious. While Elizabeth is doing This Week in History, let us know, how's everybody's holiday spirit and or attitude in the store? For those of you that don't know, John runs Conquest Publishing, which is a small publisher to help young people get into art, comics, writing. But he also runs a comic and game store here in Virginia called Jersey's Cards and Comics. Comics and games. Cards and comics. Okay. So, Elizabeth, what else were we on? What?
This Week in History. Benjamin Franklin first published Poor Richard's Almanac, containing weather predictions, humor, proverbs and epigrams, eventually selling nearly 10,000 copies per year.
I was going to comment on The Simpsons and I got sidetracked.
Ah, The Simpsons. Don't have a cow, man. What's that?
I remember I watched the first 2 seasons pretty regularly. And I also, as I think Andrea does, also remember when they were on Tracy Ullman.
I love Tracy Ullman show.
Oh, yeah.
When they actually had
The heads would squiggle, the lines would
Yes,
squiggle.
I love that.
Hand-drawn on cells. Yes.
My little black and white TV, sneaking watching it at night.
and
I
they're
remember that. Yeah, and that one when she'd sang Rockabye Baby to Maggie. And
Yes, and the cradle and the tree and fall. Yes.
And at the end, she's so great.
James, to answer your question, no, go and put up a link. And is that Surrey, Virginia?
No,
He says, what? It's not Surrey, Virginia?
I don't think so. It's spelled different.
Surrey with the fringe on top.
Well, James isn't using like capitals and a whole lot of stuff, so I figure maybe he's just a horrible speller. I'm having it clear.
Is there a Surrey in Canada?
There's probably a Surrey
Eh.
everywhere. I know there's a Surrey in Oklahoma,
Eh.
and Hugh Jackman sang that song.
I know that there's a Surrey electronic game or board game. Surrey.
It's only if you're from Minnesota you like
What
to
is
play
BC?
Surrey.
Surrey.
British Columbia. So, okay, so yeah, Simpsons,
Oh,
I used to quote
the
it.
tallest dwarf. Like it already.
Okay, hold on, let me click on that here. Tallest dwarf 4. I like the aged comic look. That's well done. That's definitely some classic 70s looking stuff there.
Nice.
Early 80s art. Okay. I don't think I had a lot to... there you go. Conquest Publishing there. You can put those two in contact. Excellent. Thank you, James. It's always good to support your folks that are your friends, yourself, whoever, that's being creative and doing creative stuff. We appreciate it. I need to check. So I don't think I have anything else on Simpsons.
Tempe!
Tempe. Hey, there's Tempe. Tempe, I did get your message. I haven't answered yet. And also, I don't think you've been on in a week or two. Andrea, I have had a series of things go on. You sent me your book to read, and I haven't done it yet because first there was Thanksgiving weekend. And then there was a medical procedure. And then there was car accidents. And, I'm full of all kinds of cheap, crappy excuses that are true, but they're still cheap and
tire
crappy.
and the car fell.
Yeah. So, anyhow.
Where are you going?
But good to see you. What?
I thought you were getting up.
I'm going to go check on Squirrel here in a second. Look, is he going to lay on Harry now?
Probably.
Is Giraffe just like needing a cushion to lay on? And he's like, any cat will do.
Layer.
He's gonna lay on it.
He's a serial layer. It's we used to call those barflies.
Oh.
So yeah,
Shoe fly.
cereal layers.
Welfare recipient. Cereal layer.
Poor noise. Walk, walk, walk.
A bully.
What was after the Simpsons thing?
I think I moved on. This one,
You did.
December 19th, 1998, the House of Representatives impeached President Bill Clinton, approving 2 out of the 4 articles of impeachment, charging Clinton with lying under oath to a federal grand jury and obstructing justice. That one just kind of jumped out at me.
Well, it's the past week there's been articles where somebody close to Trump said something along the lines of impeachment is an actual possibility now with his one advisor being convicted, getting 3 years in jail. Next week his other, like really close in. So it's just, I don't know. Was there ever an era where we could trust our politicians? And we had faith in them? Ever? Probably not. I would think not.
If a prosecutor, if I may be so bold, if a prosecutor wants you guilty, they will find something to make you guilty.
Right. Right.
And if the government wants you guilty, or people with lots of funding,
Right. No, absolutely agree with you on that one. And that's, but usually that is politically driven, so we still can't trust our politicians. When a political campaign becomes about putting down the other person instead of telling your qualifications for the office, I just start shaking my head and whimpering about bullshit.
I don't understand how people can say, can't trust the government. You can't trust this and that. And corruption, deceit. But only on their side.
Right.
Not on our side. We're all good.
Right. This is why I stand in the middle going, you're all crooks. And I believe people get into politics for the right reasons, that they mean well when they get in and they get ground down by the machine.
Yeah, that's what
I don't think people...
They have good intentions and then...
Yeah.
I believe there are people with good intentions.
Yes.
And I believe some people are like, oh, look, there's a field day here. There's lots of money to be made.
Right.
And they get into it. And it's trying. I don't understand how you can not like the government. You can use it to your advantage. And people still want more of it. They want more and more intrusion. Living in New York, it was continually extraordinary to me how much people complained about the tax, about things breaking down, which are always government run.
Right.
And would go on and on and on, yet continually vote for politicians who wanted to ban it.
Right. Yeah, well, there's a lot of people who will bitch about the government being too intrusive or too controlling or too dishonest, and then in the same breath bitch about them not doing more to come to protect us, which you'll lose your privacy when you want more protection. It's just a fucking fact. It's a give and take. There's a balance. And by the way, I appreciate James's comment about, but anyone who thinks they can run a whole country is retarded. Yeah,
it's a balancing act. They're just trying to keep it from teetering over. But we're still hanging in there. We're still doing pretty well. So.
We could be doing worse, and we'll see. Is she looking okay?
Have you ever worked with people in any kind of organization, even a volunteer one? Egos so come into play. It's extraordinary. Anything gets done.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
I've done medieval reenactment groups, which are all, and yeah. Yeah, it's
And how did that go?
Yeah, well, we went on vacation and literally somebody tried to overthrow us while we were out of town. Ed called me because he was part of the group, and he's like, they're doing this, and I'm like, oh no, you know what? Fuck it, let them do it. They can have the position if they want it. I don't give a damn. I'm on vacation. I'll be back in a week. And yeah, when I got back, basically we went, okay, let's put together a council here. Let's get you out here where you can air your grievances and we can address them one by one. And we did, with the neutral party mediating. By the end of the meeting, the husband and wife that were trying to overthrow us, the husband was crying at the table. And the wife was just red-faced and wouldn't speak at all. And I never raised my voice above a conversational tone. But I just basically took all their grievances and turned them around and pointed out their loyalty and how they have been blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, had a full-grown man crying in his control.
Like it kind of attacked me.
It's, the thing...
It would be a counter. It would be a counter.
With the other people around, I went, I'll gladly step down and just turn over control if that's what everybody wants. And they're like, no, don't you do that, because
we want to have fun.
My logic was I didn't even want to run shit. I'm like, I want to go, I want to do the work, I want to fuck off, have a good time, pack it up, go home. And they're like, well, then you're in charge, and you're in charge of the whole thing. And I'm like, I don't want to be in charge. Somebody else can be in charge. They're like, nope, you're doing the work. You get the... And I'm like, whatever. But yes, I've been amongst people who come in with their egos and swinging dicks and start comparing sizes and shouting louder than the other people. And I'm just like, what are you doing? This isn't fun. How is this fun?
Agreed. Well, I didn't go to law school. I'm not into
Well,
arguing endlessly.
right. Elizabeth, you and I, we've not seen eye to eye on things, and we'll get passionate in our tone, but we don't try
Become
to
assholes.
outshout each other, tell each other what a moron the other one is for not agreeing.
They'll tell me what to do.
We state our
Because
opinion.
we're not related.
Well, there's that.
I think that comes with when you have similar genes.
Don't wear
James
my
says,
jeans.
I've always told those who have a problem with the government to head to South Africa. There's no government and they can enjoy. And so,
Well,
Cheers.
there's no perfect scenario. There's pros and cons. It checks and balances, and
either way, somebody's gonna bitch about something.
yes, well, there is that, and then do nothing about it except bitch.
Bitch.
Okay, Elizabeth, what else you got?
On this day in history, in 1790, the discovery of the Aztec calendar stone, also
Beautiful.
known as the Stone of the Five Eras. It was excavated in Mexico City.
Oh.
I've always had a fascination with the Aztec and Mayan cultures, more so than the.
Isn't that where Greg and Flick were going? On their
I believe
honeymoon?
so. Yeah. Greg and Flick, Greg Chapman, they did it right. They got married last June, I think.
June, yeah.
And they planned their wedding their honeymoon, I'm sorry, for 9 months later. So they've
Take
just
a
spent
month.
money on the wedding. They want to save up more money, and they're going on a month-long honeymoon and like touring all throughout Mexico, checking out the ruins, because they're like, how many times are we going to get a chance to go there? 5 days or a week isn't enough.
And she's an archaeologist,
Yeah.
so yeah.
I feel like that's doing it right. You're here, Elizabeth. There's something in Discord for you.
Well, we're all going to New Orleans in September, so
Are we?
we planned this, Elizabeth. We planned it.
Oh, when are we going again?
September,
was
Oh.
because you said you can't do it in the spring.
was she a
because-
pickled cunt when you discussed it?
Maybe. Well, because you said you can't do it in the spring or summer because you're going to a wedding.
I was just notified on air that the Bali wedding has been postponed.
Like right this second?
Well, about an hour ago.
Okay. By the way, that's
We're still going to New Orleans in September.
that's my view to the left for everybody watching.
That's so funny. Isn't he cute? That is Mr. By the Otter.
It's like a little playgirl centerfold.
Yeah, he is.
She may need to shave just a wee bit.
Who?
The Playgirl. Sorry, he. I wasn't assuming. Anyhow,
I was going to say squirrel shaved. She's licked all the fur off
has.
her belly. It's so weird.
James says, I've studied a lot of martial arts, but Mexican boxing is something I've never been able to get a teacher for, but the culture is amazing, and the evolution of how it got there would be cool to learn. It's
You know what also is cool in Mexico? They have a 2-week tequila festival.
Yeah, the Mexican restaurant I worked at for 18 months, they were from, I believe, Guadalajara?
Something like that. I don't know.
2-week tequila festival where you go get like free samples of tequila, and I need a place with a whiskey or a rum festival because I'm not a big tequila fan.
Let's go to Scotland. I'd like to go to Scotland. I'd be like, just talk.
Not you, Travis. Oh.
Oh my God. We should talk about that trip another time because September is going to be bloody hot.
When do you want to go?
Of course, it's New Orleans. When is it not hot?
Yeah,
can
we
go.
figured
Oh,
September.
we can talk about
November.
Let's go in November then. When the fuck do you want to
I can go in November. That sounds like fun.
go? Okay. November
What
it
about
is.
October? What about October?
Maybe. Are you going to
For
forget?
Halloween? We could be in no.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Yes. Ooh.
Come to the Maritimes, we call that today, and it's a year-long whiskey and rum.
Okay.
Are you making this shit up just because I said that? Or is this a real thing? I need to know.
This is not a joking matter, James.
Yeah, you can't just fuck with me with rum and whiskey festivals. You need to back that up with some... What? Yeah. And what month is it in? Because it can't be during the New Orleans
all year
trip.
long. It's a year long.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. I got you. I'm sorry. I got excited.
Took you a minute. He got it, don't worry.
Well, I did once he explained it. I pick up real quick when you explain shit in small words.
Well, when you give me whiskey and rum, I pick up real quick too.
That's right. You do both hands. It's a... So let's see. We're talking about Aztec Mexican cult. They found the calendar. They decided the end of the world was 2012.
Two more. And then
Okay. I'm just going...
This one.
Okay, good.
Okay. This one struck me because I was in London when it happened, so it was quite perfect. December 21st, 1988, Pan American Flight 103 exploded in mid-air as a result of a terrorist bomb and crashed into Lockerbie, Scotland. All 259 passengers and crew members, along with 11 persons on the ground, were killed.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then eaten, because why waste it? And they're already
Well, it
cooked.
was cooked.
Crispy.
They weren't flailing anymore. They weren't Canadian or some shit. By the way, James says we don't have parties here. Just everyone is always drinking, and it's rude to drink alone.
That's true.
No wonder he's enjoying Talk of the Tavern. We have the same philosophy.
That's right. We love it, James.
But I'll tell you what, we will never drink more than we can afford to buy. Which is why I'm drinking soda tonight. Thanks, Steven.
I'm you.
It's,
One more. This
Okay.
is interesting. December 21st, 1993, the KGB organization was abolished by Russian President Boris Yeltsin.
Mm-hmm.
If you abolish the Secret Service, do you tell anyone?
It's a secret.
Today, birthdays.
Wait, I have a birthday that I've been waiting 2 weeks to talk about, and it's 10 days past now.
Mm.
Ed's birthday was December 7th.
He wasn't on.
Well, he was on the Monday before that, on the 3rd, and it didn't get mentioned.
Because he did.
And I thought about it.
Have a toast.
Man, yeah, all in all, just, man, here's to Ed. Damn shame he couldn't make it on because of fucking work. But maybe he could buy the rum and whiskey.
We need to
We need to what?
make contact Teresa and just do a hospitality check on Ed one day.
What is that?
Show up.
That's like a military thing. You go to someone's house unexpectedly, as a surprise, and if they have booze and welcome you in, it's a good time. If they don't, you have to jump up and down the roof.
I don't want to jump off the roof.
How do you get onto their roof? Do you have to carry a large ladder with you?
Jump off, jump on, jump on.
I don't-
I'll walk up and down the street singing he's an asshole.
Well, we could probably show up. He would have booze, and we still could walk up and down the street singing "He's an Asshole" with him leading the fucking parade.
Probably. But once again, it's a good idea all around.
Really, there's no downside to this plan.
I of course would probably drink booze.
I suspect you and Teresa would get along amazingly. By the way, Elizabeth,
Mm-hmm.
because she's a very strong, intelligent woman, also, and likes to laugh and be a goof, and
I like her.
yeah.
That's it. Boom.
Hospitality check. Land shark.
No land shark.
You notice how I said confirm with Teresa first.
Yeah. And I like that idea. It's
Just don't tell him.
Don't
yeah,
tell him.
because there's nothing like driving 3 hours to go see Ed, showing up, and they're gone for the weekend camping or Yeah, he worked a 12-hour shift, and in 8 hours he's got another one. So yeah, it's
Not when they can lock and load.
no, they're always locked
I
on.
could run fast scared, not that fast.
Fall down the side of the mountain. I can do that. I'm good at it.
She's got a knack.
Oh dear. Just fell down the side of a mountain.
As they said in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the key to flying is throwing yourself at the ground and missing.
Yeah. I'm trying to practice that.
Now let me ask you this. Oh, finish your one article, and then I have a topic for the third hour.
No, it's all right. I was just going to go on to birthday.
Please do.
I can't remember that. Okay, Pope Francis in 1936 was born. He's the current Pope, Catholic Church.
Oh,
He's what?
current Pope.
The current Pope of the Catholic.
Oh, can we just call him Frankie? He's Italian, right?
Why not?
Yeah.
1770, Ludwig van Beethoven was born.
I heard that.
Oh.
What?
I heard. I see what you did there.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
I have a horrible pun when somebody's like, "I'll be Bach." I yell, "I'll be Beethoven." Who wants to be Brahms? What? Can't hear ya. It's like I made this shit up in my 20s, and it's just
Still
apparent.
hasn't caught on.
Yeah, it's still not as funny as I think it is.
That's funny. It's William Perry was born.
Oh, the refrigerator for the Chicago Bears.
The
Yeah.
Bears.
It's and you can stick your meat in him, and he'll keep it cool.
He was born in Bath, England. He conducted the Arctic expeditions and made 3 attempts to find the Northwest Passage.
Oh, that's a different William Perry. It's not William the
Yeah.
Refrigerator Perry. James,
No.
yes, feel free to steal that and use it. I haven't got it to catch on, so run
Maybe
with it,
you
man.
Can.
And you can show up when you're rich and famous for this stupid meme that you made, and you can be like, "Ha, fuck you, dude! I made $7 from this shit. Ha 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 ha."
Do they have dollars in Canada?
They have sand dollars. No, I'm kidding. Those are tropical. So William Refrigerator Perry.
We're moving on.
We're good.
Yeah,
She's doing it right. She's
Beethoven
just
died.
ignoring and moving on. Who died?
Beethoven.
Today, in this day in history, in 2011, North Korean politician, second supreme leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-il.
Did you say looter?
No.
Second supreme leader. I thought you said looter, because
Yeah.
looter would be appropriate also, perhaps.
I know you have loonies in Canada. I met some of them.
There's one talking to us right now via text typing.
It
There's
said,
Uh-huh.
oh, go ahead.
no, go on. No, go
In
on.
2010, Captain Beefheart, American singer-songwriter, was born. That sounds made up. In 1933, the 13th Dalai Lama was born.
Lama, lama, lama.
Ding dong.
Lama ding dong.
No
And
ding dongs.
Rumi in 1273, Persian mystic poet.
Oh. Let's.
Mhm.
I thought we were on to deaths.
She forgot.
Were we still on birthdays? I thought we moved to deaths.
These are all. I'm sorry.
Ah!
Those were all death.
They died this
I'm
week?
in such a jovial spirit. I read the deaths as birthdays.
Well, I know we had a famous singer die this week.
You did.
And I can't remember her name because she wasn't that famous.
I don't.
But when I saw the article, I recognized it.
I haven't read any articles this weekend, so I don't know.
It was just a day or two. She was 81. She was a jazz and blues
Oh
singer.
yeah. I think I saw that. I can't remember.
Nancy Wilson?
That's her. Yeah. And it's not the Nancy Wilson from that girl
Wilson
band in
Phillips.
the 80s.
Not
Yeah.
Wilson Phillips.
Not from Wilson Phillips.
The jazz singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we need to go to New Orleans to listen to some jazz. Jazz fever.
I have been playing Hanukkah Honey this week.
I like her. She's great.
Yeah, that's Rachel Bloom, who now has her own TV show, and she's
Jazz fever.
she's good though.
Fever from too much jazz.
I have the fever for the flavor of a Pringles.
I want Pringles.
I'd like some Pringles, please,
I'm going to the store tomorrow. I'll get you
that
some.
sounds good.
or some nice salty ruffled potato chips. She likes Utz. I'm just saying the
I
wavy
prefer
ones.
Utz.
I want the wavy ones because they like hold extra salt when you put it on your
These
tongue.
have
You
smaller ridges.
Do that again. There you go.
Don't encourage that.
Well, you can't have just one.
Well,
Oh, there's Gary. Gary, how are you?
Gary.
Captain Beefheart was a real guy who was friends with and grew up with Frank Zappa.
okay.
Check out either Safe as Milk or Trout Mask Replica, a personal favorite. Okay, are these recipes or
Just Google it.
songs or? Sure, that's soda. Yeah, it's totally soda, man.
He's just
I'm
like
much-
normally.
Much more mellow if you get me whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, James says, get some ice cream and stir it to a soft texture, then use the chips to scoop it out and add salt. Some melted chocolate chips, and it's a form of sundae. Okay,
That is too much like damn work, Gary.
no, that's not Gary, that was James. Albums, thank you.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's James basically saying, eat ice cream and potato chips together.
I have. Or that and chicken salad.
My
But it's too
grandmother,
much like work.
my grandmother from Ireland, she would pour milk over salted popped popcorn and eat that like cereal.
Okay.
Yeah, some of these things I want to make fun of, like eating ice cream and potato chips together, or
No,
milk
it's
over
good. It's just sweet
popcorn.
and salty.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I want to make fun of it, but I actually want to try it because it doesn't sound bad. It just
Well-
sounds like something I haven't tried.
Now, I haven't really done the potato chips and ice cream, but French fries and a milkshake. Kind of the same. It's really good.
We have seasoned tater tots in there.
That's not the same.
No, I was just getting hungry now. It pops the flavor. Is that a popcorn pun? We don't know. We don't know. It's a. I think Steven dropped $100 in the donation thing and
Dropped
ran away.
$100, a picture
Are you
of his
still here?
nipple, and ran away.
We got nipple, cash, and then no more Steven. It happens. But we do still have Lady Skipper. They're listening along. I'm just checking to see who else is there. Tempe's still here?
Tempe.
It says
Oh, I
Steven's
was
still
talking
on.
about Tempe.
Were you?
Showing, because talking about Preacher, and I'm like, yeah, this season, I said, see this kit right here? I know the person that makes it. It's in that show, and
Yeah, so you guys know, James, I'm mostly talking to you, but also the other people that may not know. Elizabeth, as I said, makes movies. She has Pickleman Productions. You can go watch her movies. Tempe made a vampire hunting kit that was in Preacher.
the show is great.
We've got a really creative and talented crew. Lady Skipper, her and her husband basically run dinosaurs around the East Coast convention circuit.
Literally. They
So-
herd dinosaurs.
Andrea runs costume contests at sci-fi and steampunk conventions and stuff like that. Stephen, who was on earlier, helps run one of the conventions here on the East Coast, a steampunk convention. We've got
Are you a convention person, James?
or nerdy. Completely sold
I
out.
know. I saw your post.
I didn't see that.
And, yeah, on Instagram, and I'm like, I told everybody, I said, these are really cool. You want some, you gotta wait till after Christmas. But
Will you be making more?
she said she was. Have people contact her to get on the list for, the next ones.
Let me send her a message.
We
real
don't
quick.
really do a lot of peopling. Our people are like that want to be around people but not around people. So
Yeah, we're horribly antisocial in the sense of we actually really like people, but
From
most of them
afar.
out there are morons or annoying or smell funny or whatever. So we're very particular.
you're adjusting to being a normal guy. Why? Why,
Who's adjusting to be a normal guy?
James?
What
What were you before?
I mean, is this a gender thing or is this just a lifestyle thing? Making a list, checking it twice. What are you making a list of? Hey John, if you want to make a list, you could get Andrea a mount for World of Warcraft or a game time card. I don't know what kind of list you're making, but I'm going to go with that since we're at Christmas, right?
You used to not be a nice person. Okay. Are you nice now?
I've had people pop in and point out how it's boring to be nice.
No.
What?
Not if you're doing it right.
You're the wrong nice people. I hang out with really nice people, and we laugh our asses off.
Do we know
all the
them?
time.
Well, we're horribly
Yeah.
inappropriate and dicks in some way.
Doesn't mean we're not nice.
Maybe a cunt, but a nice cunt.
I think we're nice in that we afford each other days in the room to be inappropriate and rude and not be
get
so
offended.
tense and our feelings hurt.
Yeah.
That's being very kind and generous.
I agree.
I think it's easy to be a villain. I think if you're stupid, it's easy. You just like just are mean all the time. To be nice is fun and challenging.
It
Burns
takes
down.
effort.
Okay, you know what? This is actually now James. James is saying I spent most of my life as a tip man, and then 10 years with a woman who changed me into a man instead of a monster. And as of November, I'm learning who I am without her. Now, whatever that loss is, whether it's you guys broke up and went separate ways, or whether she passed, good for you on everything you just said. In, the rugged past, becoming a better person, and now becoming a person by yourself. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that definition. He says a tip man is an older term for the guy the dope man sends to sort out accounts. Gotcha. So you were the muscle, you were the goon, you were the strong arm. Gary says, I really like the Ed now. My birthday was the 1st of December. He can be trusted that one. Sagittarius. Okay, Gary. I didn't know you were a horoscope guy. But getting back to you, James. Being alone has a certain delight and charm where you get to discover yourself and learn to appreciate being with yourself. And I think when you've done this, whether it takes you 6 months or 6 years or even longer, you add more value to your next relationship because you are complete. You don't tell somebody, you complete me. You're like, I am fucking whole. You complement me. We make something better than one person together because we are.
And
more than one
kudos
person.
for being clean for 7 years.
Yeah.
And
It's
life change is constant.
It does.
And I think it takes great strength and determination to allow yourself to change and to change. And acknowledging what you were helps you do something different or better or improve or however you want to put it. Good for you, James.
And I'll tell you this, Gary, I am not calling you out on this, but Gary has had experience in that side of life also. And he's definitely helped other people and changed his life. Yes, it is 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Everybody get a refill break. Hit the bathroom if you need to. I bet you do miss the money, man. I wouldn't have the stomach for doing that kind of work. And when I say the stomach, I mean the nerves. And I have, when I was 17, I moved to New York and I had one of my roommates die of a heroin overdose in the next room. And my other roommate take the dead body and dump it in the Bronx because he was on probation and didn't want to get in trouble. Now, just I had never done any drugs at that point, not even marijuana. But I was in that life at 17 years old where these things happened. I don't know if she's trying to leave the chair or she's just wiggling so she can pee comfortably in the chair. But the reason I mentioned Gary, who is the right there where you see, the gentleman who just spoke to you, is so you understand you're not alone. We relate, we understand, we ain't having gone through the same shit, but we've all gone through shit where we can help support each other. So, because we have an appropriate sense of humor, I laugh at that. So he says it's not like in the movies, mostly dealing with junkies crying and loading electronics into a truck. Yeah, I don't figure it's a life where you go home feeling fulfilled at the end of the day. Your wallet may feel filled, but inside you, at the end of the day, you got to be like, yeah, I don't know. There's a reason you escaped
like
your drugs.
Like a repo man.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I'm looking for my cat that got laid on earlier.
She's back over there on the box.
Hey, Giraffe, come get her.
No!
But James, since we are in a break as we're going into our third hour, which is our highly inappropriate hour.
Yeah, you haven't seen another one yet.
Yeah.
You should see when all 5 of us are here.
Yeah, it's true, instead of just 3.
With the Brit and Ed.
Yeah, we're terribly insensitive, but we give a damn. And there we go. We're going to make fun of you for whatever, but we're also going to support you, because when we're making fun of you, we're not doing it to hurt your feelings. We're doing it because there's some funny shit there. Yeah, made it out alive. Yeah, it definitely makes a difference.
Look at that pattern. Isn't that pretty?
You're doing good. You're doing good. You like the purple. Or the purple is on sale. One of the two.
Yeah, it was on sale. I do like purple.
I'm gonna do our third hour intro music. Here we go.
Okay.
Time for the roll call for our late night inappropriate, slightly intoxicated, and very naughty music hour. This is where the faint of heart swoon, parents put children to bed, and things heat up and get steamy. So pour another drink and strap yourself in. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
When Elizabeth gets back, I'm gonna step out and get a refill. You need anything while I'm out there? Let's also do this. Martinis, nice. I will recommend this. I'm a gin martini guy. If you get the right gin that's not flowery, use garlic stuffed olives and make a dirty martini out of it. It's called a Filthy Travis. And it's just really good. The flavor really pops. It's got a smoky, meaty flavor because of the garlic stuffed olives.
He likes to drink his meat.
I do. I like putting my meat in my mouth.
I don't
in
drink
liquid
gin.
form. No, she's allergic to floral stuff, so it creates ickiness for her.
Yeah, it took me years to figure that out.
Now, what I'm doing is I'm putting another link up here to my other channel because it's different enough content that I didn't want to mix the two.
And it's pretty much every day except for Monday night,
Right.
which is the talk show thing.
But it might be me working at the computer, me sitting here having a drink, chatting and smoking a cigar or a pipe, or playing video games. It's quite often playing World of Warcraft. But I chat the whole time.
And sometimes I'm here.
Not in the vodka either. So anyhow, everybody's welcome to follow that. Don't forget, you can click share below and invite your friends into the inappropriate behavior. And also, you could join us on Patreon to support, Discord. Go watch YouTube videos. All kinds of goofy shit there from us.
Oh, yeah, from the grocery store. And
Instagram,
stores.
Twitters, all that shit you see below. Okay, I'm done with the pimping. I am going to wait for Elizabeth and then... See, look at it. It's peeking out again. It's had a penis.
Is it because the cat's in the way?
I don't know what it is. It's just... Hopefully the stream is going okay.
I need more yarn. What I really want is new knitting needles. That kit with the interchangeable stuff. I really want that.
Well, Steven did tip that $100. I can go hand you the PayPal card. You can go get it.
Nope. You're going to get a tire for your vehicle.
Probably.
Because I have to use your car to get to work.
Here's what I can go on about for a minute. I've always been that guy when somebody's like, oh, I'm going to give you cash. I will spend it on a bill. And I will pay a bill before buying something else. Now, if all the bills are all good and caught up, I'll go.
You're gonna buy something else.
Oh, I'll go buy a bottle of Jameson or
And a DVD.
A DVD. Oh yeah, DVDs or Game Time for World of Warcraft or whatever I want. I will blow that, or we'll go out to dinner and a movie and whatever. That's what it costs for dinner and a movie nowadays, isn't it? About $100.
That's why Redbox and pizza.
It is
Yeah.
a stress relief, and it's an important part of adulting. It's really stressful when you can't.
Well, right now, until I get my car fixed, we're going to get you a tire because I have to use your car to get to work. And
True story, yo.
stupid snow.
Yeah.
But everybody's okay,
I
and the car still
suspect-
runs.
I suspect the car will be fine, too.
It
I
is
was
fine.
looking at it today, but that bumper is going to need reattached.
Oh yeah, I could fix everything.
Let's have somebody look at it. You can fix it if you want, but...
I've done it before. I've fixed headlights and things. I've done that on vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's back. Okay. Let's see. Let's let her get her ears on. That is like a Dorothy from Wizard of Oz ruby slippers type hat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. It's sequined Santa hat.
We do find inappropriate things funny, so let's see what you got. Don't send us a dick pic. Please don't send us a dick pic. You can send us a dick pic.
Dick dicks are adorable.
They are. Your dad was late for his own funeral.
Stuck in traffic.
Did you ship USPS instead of UPS?
No, because it's Canada.
I know.
How late was he?
He was so late, even the mice were hunchbacked. Canadian Postal Service lost his body. See?
Ah!
In Kingston,
Yeah,
Ontario.
did you not put enough stamps on it? 2 days late. Holy cow.
You know, you should put it on the box instead of him. Damn it! People sending those pics to my 81-year-old mother. Now, the dick pics
Or the dick pic.
or the dick pics. And let me post a dick pic real quick.
Oh my
I
god.
like how that rhymes.
I send people dick pics all the time. Oh, it's so cute. Oh my god. Look at his little face.
Oh, she's so rough. Her.
It's so cute.
Let me just post a link here for everybody.
Just pull it on the other screen so everybody can see it.
Oh, I guess I could do that.
Yeah,
But
duh.
then it's all covered up by other stuff. It's
Just move it
so
up.
there we go. It's now I'm gonna go. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Well, the thing is, here's the deal, Andrea. Look at this, okay? It doesn't show. It doesn't show anymore because of the way I've set up the screen. So that's some beautiful eyelashes that Dick has.
I know, isn't it just so fucking adorable?
Can
I
you
feel-
post it in Discord so I can see what a dick pic is?
A dick pic?
Dick pic.
It's a dick pic.
Hold on, guys. I gotta mess up the screen so I can post this.
It's a real animal. There's Oliver.
See, and look, it's
Oh,
got
should I
an
just Google?
orange connection.
No, she's putting it there.
Okay, talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a refill.
Oh,
Ain't it cute?
Need anything?
No.
it looks like an avatar animal on that
It does.
planet where Avatar took place.
Look at the eyelashes and the eyes, and it's so cute. James says, now the funny part is my baby brother is about his size and looks like Dad a lot. And we joked about poking his eye out and putting him in the casket. My grandmother didn't know we were joking with him like that and wanted to see if the tux would fit. So she asked him to try it on, and the kid nearly fainted. Wow. That's kind of funny. So I guess your dad lost an eye? Was he a pirate too? Too soon.
He was a salty scallywag.
What are you eating?
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me about a pirate?
No, James. I don't know. What are you eating?
Oh, okay. I am eating the remains, kind of a chicken spaghetti sauce I had made, and salad.
Okay.
I'm eating very healthy again, which means I'm hungry almost all the time.
You come over here. We'll make you a ham.
Yeah. Ham.
It's like candy.
Sweet meat. Sweet meat. It was so good. It is like candy, and I regret not making a sandwich from it. And I shall not make that mistake again.
We'll make
I
another
swear.
one. Because it's good. I made soup with it. With the leftover ham and stuff. So I think he made split pea and ham soup. Ew.
Wow. Yeah, I have to come over so we can make that. Oh my god.
When are you coming over?
Did you already make it? How about this week?
Okay, when? When are you coming over? You can. You want to be over Friday? You can go with me because I'm off Friday, but my work's doing a Christmas thing. You can come have pictures with Santa.
Alright. Is it free?
Yeah. It's just one of my co-workers dressed up. And we use the camera to take pictures, or phone to take
That's
pictures.
not true. Santa's real.
Santa is real, but not at my party. Not at my work party. Not at the work party. Whatever.
We should make a video to go along with the lyrics of It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Us.
Okay.
I could do that in World of Warcraft.
He's wearing a Christmas sweater. His character's wearing a Christmas sweater.
Yeah, they have like a whole Christmas
really?
thing in World of Warcraft, so I've got like an ugly Christmas sweater on and a Santa hat.
So funny.
Actually, it's very
That's
similar
fabulous.
to what you're wearing,
I'm
except
going to wear
yours
my Christmas dress
isn't ugly.
Friday. I did read
When
his
I went
first
to
comment.
Smart Math Brewing, I stopped off at that brewery before then to wait for my lift ride and had a quick beer. But there's a pub crawl going on, and it raised a lot of money for charity. And it was at 4:30 in the afternoon. People were tore up.
That's
I don't know if they were
great.
going to make the end of the crawl. They were walking across the street, holding out both arms to stop traffic, and just it was quite impressive.
It wasn't just like 5 drunk people who like made some shit up, wandered to a different bar.
It was the ugly sweater pub crawl. And they were wearing sweaters, and it was ugly, the state they were in.
That makes sense. By the way, I am boiling water because I'm making some hot apple cider for myself.
No, okay.
I do, you know.
That's why it sounds. I hear it.
Yeah.
It was for charity.
It was for charity. Nice.
Who's she?
She's a stripper.
Oh,
Duh.
yeah, I know her.
It's charity makes a lot of money too. She's good at what she does, which is you.
Oh, Lordy.
Nobody does me, and that's the problem. But
Well, I think that'd be a different
Now
Twitch
we're
channel.
going.
What's that?
Now we're going down. It's dark. It's 10 o'clock out.
It is the 10 o'clock hour. It's I'm just gonna put that there, and I can. How will I know when it's done? Will it bing?
It'll stop. You'll stop hearing that.
Oh,
See?
well, I'm boiling the water in her little teapot thing that you like, electric teapot.
kettle.
That's right. That's right, James. You can't fight Destiny because then you have to fight the bouncers and the rest of the strippers too. That's a fair point.
There's a lot of strippers named Destiny. There is.
Yes.
One of my cousins named her daughter Destiny.
She's already set her career.
Yeah. So when she was a kid, she got that little toy phone with the googly eyes and the child-sized stripper pole.
Oh.
I Okay, I got a couple fun, odd news in the back, so if we still wanted to finish
Yeah, go ahead. He's gone. Do what you want.
Yeah, doing it right now. Okay. December 17th, Santa ejected from sleigh during Disneyland parade. A visitor to California Disneyland was shooting video of a Christmas parade at a park when they captured footage of Santa taking a tumble. Santa was being naughty.
That's sad.
Family seeks photographer to travel with them for $100 and document them as they go around the world.
I'll do that.
You sure it could be a nightmare of a family?
Cash up front. Pay for all expenses, and yes, I'll go.
All right, I'm going to put your name in. Do you have a portfolio? We can get you going right away.
Yeah, go look at my Facebook.
Why would you leave a tray of french fries on the stove every time I walk by?
Did you eat them all?
No.
I don't want them.
Okay, I'm gonna eat them all. Why didn't you tell me that before I came back?
You never asked.
I got
Go
see.
get the fries.
I got my talk of the tavern
They're
mug.
cheese
I am
steak
so
fries.
getting the fucking fries.
Okay.
That's the kind of fries I want. The fucking kind.
Parrot uses owner's Alexa to order ice cream and food. British parrot with a fondness for Amazon's Alexa has been trying to use the virtual assistant to order treats and toys, it says.
That's funny. Did it work?
This has been trying. It doesn't say it yet.
Oh. Hey Alexa, send me candy.
I don't know where all that porn came from, honey. I don't know why Alexa's ordering it.
That's what she said.
Oh, did you hear? This was on the 14th, but an armored truck spills cash on a New Jersey highway and causes chaos. Police said at least 2 crashes resulted when an armored truck sent $100 bills flying on a stretch of busy highway. I remember seeing that, they were insisting the reporters and police that you will be caught if you spend the money, and they happen to know that money's long gone.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, you're so not being caught if you spent the money. I did see a comedian recently that was talking about the glory days of gangsters, the 30s or so.
Yes.
And they're like, you know, the best part about a life of crime there is all you had to do to get away with it is not be there when the cops showed up. That's how easy it was, because there was no cameras to get your picture. There
And
was,
you could even tell them who it was. Tell them it was the so-and-so gang. Yeah.
hey, you can brag about that shit.
That's
And
hilarious.
if you think about it, they didn't even have phones inside the buildings where you could pick up and call the cops. They didn't have cameras in everybody's hands to take videos or pictures. It's so yeah, the odds of you being
Everybody knew who did it.
Yeah, only if you had a car, if you were trying to run. Yeah, but
I mean, in theory, it's not like there was a 3-minute cop response time at that
It was
point.
probably a couple hours, days.
You walk outside going, we're going to step outside for the next 3 minutes. Anybody that walks out that door is getting shot because we're going to be right outside. People are going to wait 5 minutes. You walk away at a gentle saunter at 3 minutes from there. James, pleasure. Thanks for stopping in, man. You have a good night. We're here every Monday night if you are so inclined. And like I said, that link for the
Other
other
channel.
the other channel is where you can find us most of the other time. Ow, that's hot.
Bye.
it's nice to come hang out again, Jade.
Yeah, good times. Good times. You fit in well, bud. So go do your thing. Have a good night, and we'll catch you off and on here and there. Normally there's more of us, like 15 more. Which Dropsome did offer to come in, but drops them. There's. I know you're reluctant to be on the camera, use your real name, etc. So because of that, I'm not sure how that dynamic would work in the Talk of the Tavern stuff. Now, when we're gaming, totally different story. Totally different story.
You don't have to be on camera. It's just sound.
But also, I hate bringing people in mid-show if they're not prepared. Like Chris, he's got all the settings set up. It's a different dynamic with this. But I appreciate the offer. It is 10:19.
10:20? I need... Oh, yeah. My phone is at 19%. I should charge it.
Charge it! That's a holiday spirit.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What are you drinking, Travis?
Hot apple cider.
What does your cup say, Travis?
It's at Talk of the Tavern.
Where can you get one?
At the link below. It's a right-handed mug. Yeah, you got one there too, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Sponsor gave it to me.
Who gave it to you?
A sponsor.
Yeah, that actually would be from Conquest Publishing, John Millington. That's where those came from, and
Yes.
thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, the pint glasses and the mug there.
John's hanging out for Christmas, right?
I believe
I
so.
believe he's going to the buffet with us.
John, did we confirm that you're going with us? Are you still here?
I think
John
we
is
did, but I'm not sure.
still here.
I confirmed. I'll be there.
Okay, cool.
I'll be there.
If when you're not strong, you can lean on me.
We have to talk time and all that.
I don't know when they open.
We'll probably go about 1 in the afternoon, I think. That's when we normally go. That lets us sleep in. It is going to be a hour and a half, 2 hour drive for us to get there.
So we leave at 1 and get there about... Oh.
We don't want to be there after 4 o'clock because all the people... okay, let's decide this right now. What time does everybody want to meet? We tend to prefer to go between the lunch and dinner hours, which are a little weird on Christmas. So 1 o'clock, you get not a lot of the population is out yet.
And then we can go to the movie afterwards.
Mm-hmm. There's one of 50 movies.
If we do 2, you guys can sleep in a little longer. For me, it's a short drive. You two decide because you're the ones going to have.
Oh, we can be there at 1. That's fine.
You want to do 1 or you want to do 2?
Let's do 1.
1 it is. 1
That
o'clock.
way we have a little more daylight.
Yeah.
Because it gets dark at 2 o'clock.
That's true. So, Steven says, I prefer whatever time allows for shenanigans. See, Steven, our Christmas plans are...
We do the Jewish thing. We go to the buffet, the Asian buffet, kind of like in Christmas Story.
And this one is in Newport News,
Newport
Hibachi
News?
Grill.
Yep. Corner of Denby and Jefferson.
We're telling all you so you guys can show up.
Yeah.
Actually, Tempe, you might be able to show up, but John will be joining us. It'll be 1 o'clock on Christmas Day, and then afterwards we're going to discuss what movie we want to see, check the theater that's only like 3 or 4 miles from there,
There's a couple of them.
and then head over there. So, there we go. Everybody's invited. Unless you're an asshole, then fuck off.
If you're an asshole, you can pay for everybody and we'll allow you
Okay.
to show up.
Yeah, we could deal with that. See, John says we're doing Aquaman and Bumblebee movie this weekend. Enjoy them.
Oh, yeah.
I
I want to see Mary Poppins.
I'm leaning towards Mary Poppins also. I feel like that'd be a really good movie to see on Christmas Day. The fuck is that? Are you anti-Mary Poppins?
I'm just anti-spending a fortune for a movie that's going to be like.
Do you think it's going to be yeah? What makes you think that?
Because it's not hand drawn. It's all computer. Look at it's. It's all. You can tell what it's fake and not in a pretty way. And then you're going for tap dancing penguins. Yeah.
So you're just bitching about the advance in technology and that they use modern instead of the old-fashioned
real
way.
tap dancing.
No, I'm bitching about the lack of artistry and the incorporation of total just technicians.
But what about the story behind it?
The movie.
Really?
What?
If you want me sober, I wish you just not.
Well, did you not like the first Mary Poppins?
I adored the first one. This one's gonna suck.
Wow.
Okay, no Mary Poppins.
I mean,
There's other stuff.
well, let's see. It's a matinee, maybe.
Yeah, this is why we go early, so it's not expensive.
Go on, Grinchy Butt. Tell us more. Hold on, let me Google movies, Newport News. Let's see, movie theaters.
Christmas Day.
And it is the Newport News, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the actual thing instead of images. Is it Regal Cinemas Kiln Creek 20?
I don't know.
You're very helpful.
I got it. It got 77 on Rotten Tomatoes, but Rotten Tomatoes has been wrong.
She is just convinced that it's going to be... Which I get what you're saying about the art.
Yeah.
And I understand that, but it doesn't mean that the story... Now, I will say this. Will it be predictable? Absolutely. We've seen the first one. This is a rehash of the first one, except now the kids are grown. And I get that.
That one's it, I believe.
But,
what could possibly happen?
but it looks adorable and touching and sweet. You know what? Every fucking movie is pretty goddamn predictable for the most part. There's a what's that?
Go to the 25th.
I'm trying to. I don't see where the... There we go.
Go back, I saw it.
Hold on. See, this one only goes to the 23rd.
Scoot up, there you go.
Ah,
Yay!
you've got.
Holmes and Watson. There we go.
Yes!
We can watch Holmes and Watson. It's
Will
like
Ferrell. He's my favorite.
they will have Aquaman and Bumblebee that day. Welcome to Marwin. Mary Poppins returns. So okay, well,
I vote for Sherlock and Holmes.
okay. Hold on a second. John says he just sent some real art over to Discord. Let's see what we got here. Let me pop over to Discord on my phone and see. Oh, he put in the Talk of the Tavern Discord channel, I think. There it is. There it is. Now, who's the artist of that one, John?
Let me see. Oh. Alright.
Let us know who that... I'm going to make it big and look for it. There's a signature, but I can't tell what it is. It looks like a surreal window pane.
Casey. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm like, wow, you can read that signature? But then I realized you typed it.
Well, that's what I was thinking is who it was because I seen his other artwork and it's kind of looks like that. He has kind of a
Does
style.
Aquaman have a camel toe?
You know, I get that out of my face.
Yeah.
Do you see that? Do you see that?
I like the ink job. Wow, that's
Yeah, it's
pretty
good.
Casey needs to remove that one line where it's showing Aquaman's vagina.
Whatever. Don't tell him what to do.
cool. Hey, don't be hating.
I have never hated on the vagina. Unless if it's on Aquaman. Okay, that sounds horrible.
Well, you know, he
Go
can do what
see
he
one
wants.
Movie. You should go see Sherlock Holmes and then sneak into Mary Poppins.
Okay.
Yes.
That way, if it's bad, I can sneak out.
Or if it's bad, you could just go get us all a beer and bring him in. And if Andrew doesn't drink beer, then I guess I'll
I don't drink beer.
suffer
so.
through two of them. It's
Did we get beer at the theater?
They have beer there, yeah.
Wow.
And wine.
I bet it's not very good beer.
no, it's okay beer.
It's-
It's not bad,
it's
but
not the
it's
best.
still like you're looking at $7 a fucking bottle, you know.
It's not bad. It's not good. It's New York prices.
Long as Bumblebee doesn't have a vag,
Why not?
I bet you it's self-lubing. Oh, you know what? Bumblebee can have both because Transformers. There you go. See,
It's more than meets the eye.
robots in disguise.
No.
It's Bumblebee. He buzzes. Look at those viewers dropping off like flies.
Well,
Drop, are you still here?
I'll do it cheaper.
What's that?
I'll do it cheaper.
Yeah, we'll sneak into it. Andrea and I have been wanting to sneak into places and get...
I never do that.
Yet we don't.
Well,
It's
then that won't get caught, because she said I never do that.
we're so honest. I don't think Drop is still here. We lost a Drop. I was going to ask him if he's still going to be on when we're done here so we can... Speaking of buzzing, vibrating, and humming,
Look at all the cats in a row. And there's one over there.
6 out of 7 cats.
Oh, it's gonna he wants to lay on my yarn.
Here, I'll show you guys here. So you can see... Okay, so let's start with, there's Harry. There's Fish. Giraffe. Goblin
And
here.
over here's Otter. He's so flat.
Otter is behind the other two, and Zazzle is still right down there. Right here.
Squirrel's right there.
Squirrels right?
On that
Oh,
box.
the camera will never see her.
Oh, look at how cute they are.
They are adorable!
They miss you.
Just covered with pussy.
They miss
Yeah,
you.
she is. Pussy magnet.
You should come back and visit them.
Oh, yeah, right there.
Come out on Friday. He'll make you a ham. Make her a ham.
Split pea and ham soup. I've got it ready to roll.
Make
I got
her
the...
a ham, Tina.
I'm going to put carrots in it, and split peas,
So it looks like barf and
and,
carrots.
and ham, and lots of garlic. Maybe dice up an onion in there.
Yeah.
If I dice it small enough, it should work out fine in there. Hey, there's Squirrel. Squirrel just came up here. Hi, sweetheart. You terrified kitty.
You have to bring Pickle Man so we can get a picture with Santa and Pickle Man.
Of course.
We are going to get a picture with Santa on Friday.
I told her. And, whenever...
Did you tell her on air?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what I do... I need to charge my phone. I always give out Pickle Man stickers to people with kids when the kids are behaving. But then, if they have kids and they order green paint, I give them I put a Pickle Man sticker with their stuff.
I have to remember to order more. I'm almost out.
See, now Squirrel wanted in on the picture. There's her ass.
And I only had 2 stickers the other day, and I gave, and this couple had a couple of kids, like 3 kids. And I gave one sticker, I gave another one sticker, and I ran out, and the other one's like, I want one. All I had was a coupon. She's like, okay. So I gave her a coupon to BJ's. The parents thought it was funny. She was like 2. She was very happy with the coupon.
It's just getting worse. Stop.
It's not going to be the cats that spill a drink all over my keyboard this time.
I mean, I love my job. It has its moments.
Just don't tell us a 2-year-old is part of your job. Don't love that. Don't love that.
Kids are funny. And then, they were doing well, so I gave them all, like, the big 5-gallon paint sticks. I'm like, don't hit anybody with this. They're like, okay. I said, what are you not going to do? Hit anybody with this? I'm like, okay. And gave it to them.
You're like, except that guy over there.
Don't hit him.
I'm still staring at the snowman.
With his yellow balls.
And there's like something moving behind him. I wonder if it's other bits.
I don't know.
I haven't tossed bits in a while.
I can't because I only have 2. And it won't let me watch videos on here.
I only have 2.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us.
I feel like I should put the reindeer that you can make dance up here also.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Put them all up there. It don't matter.
No, it got too crowded
Do the yellow
before.
balls get thrown at all, or they just sit there?
That's the donation.
It got stuck to him.
When Steven sent it, this is how it does. It snows down on him and... Good night, Tempe. Merry
Thanks,
Christmas
Tempe.
to you, too. If you're around next Monday, I don't know if we're going to be on with it being Christmas Eve. We probably will be, though.
We might.
The odds are for it.
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Aw. Did you say me the odds or
What?
huh? The odds. Aw.
Oh, might have sent both. It's hard to say.
Nobody knows.
Ah!
Trouble out.
They'll
I
be
got
on the
to
road.
load again.
Because they drive and she sleeps.
Hey, you put the reindeer up. That's
Ah.
Yeah. Figure why not. Put the reindeer over next to the snowman. You'll be on the road. Well, don't forget, you can get Twitch on your phone and load it up, but then who's ever in the car got to listen to us too, so that's your call. Maybe you don't want to listen to us while driving. We may make you pee. We may not. Hard to say.
Are they both going to roar?
I don't know, because I had to... It might be set for the other channel. It doesn't look like it's working.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Because it's set for the other channel.
Oh, that's a very sad. Will you stop,
never.
cat?
So, yeah, it's just not working.
So
Because...
you just have to act them out, Elizabeth. Do the disco.
I took it down. Because basically I have to, it's a pain in the ass having two channels. And then I thought maybe I can make a different profile. And that didn't work out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
Oh, you need help with that?
You need another computer. So you can have one.
I'm really good at that.
Well, I was talking about a profile on Kitty Capta. Or whatever the website is, Capacom or whatever.
For the little things.
Where I go to get the pets. Basically, I have to make two of everything. I can't... Is that Elizabeth? Did you make sounds?
Are you screaming?
I like to wait till you see just the right thing.
Oh. Yeah, I couldn't pour another soda. They're all tasting flat and nasty to me. Even though they're like fresh and out of the can. And
It's
wasn't enjoying it. I like the fact that I have different sounds for each channel. Not totally different, but...
I don't know what the butter sound is. I want to hear that. No, it's a cat! Harry's like, what is that?
He's staring at the speaker.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
But that wasn't me.
Mm-mm. That was my phone. I didn't turn my sounds off. And somebody who every year is kind enough to buy me leg warmers and give me fresh baked cookies is like, when can we see each other? Is that a dad joke?
It is.
There you go. Let's see here. Oh, dad joke. Dad joke. Dad joke, dad joke, dad joke. No. Let's see. We'll flip to the front. This is a great one. Last night, Andrea and I watched 3 DVDs back to back. Luckily, I was the one facing the TV. The other one on the other page is, what's the advantage of living in Switzerland? Well, the flag is a big plus.
It's so stupid, but I like that one.
That one will get funnier when people don't get it.
Deja vu, the feeling you've heard this bullshit before. Man takes his Rottweiler to the vet and says, my dog's cross-eyed. Is there anything we can do for him? Well, says the vet, let's have a look at him. So he picks the dog up and examines his eyes and then checks his teeth. Finally he says, I'm gonna have to put him down. The owner says, what? Because he's cross-eyed? He's like, no, because he's really heavy. A guy walked into a psychiatrist's office with a duck on his head. What's the problem? The doctor asked. Can you get this guy off my ass? Replied the duck.
Ah! That's funny. Poor duck. Because there's no duck sound.
Yeah, exactly.
There is on the other channel.
Well, we're not on the channel now, are we?
There's 2 duck sounds.
We're not on the channel, are we?
No, but I'm encouraging everybody to go there to play with my sounds.
Yeah, you are.
Hey Elizabeth, I heard you deleted all the phone number of all the Germans you know from your mobile phone, and now it's Hans free.
That's funny. Because you're German. No, you're not German. You're Polish. Never mind.
I was born in Germany.
Okay, it's funny again.
But I'm an equal opportunist. I love all horrible jokes equally.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's.
What are you doing, Otter?
You know what? I should do a whole bit at a convention of safe German jokes.
But the Germans you never say.
And I could do safe Jewish jokes. They'll all be about bagels. That's it.
I'm offended.
It could be offensive just because you're like, why do you assume all Jews eat bagels? Because I grew up in South Florida. I saw proof all my life. God, I love a good bagel.
What did they eat?
What's that?
What did the Jews eat?
Bagels.
Okay.
Not slut bagels.
I had an intern ask me up in East if I was Jewish. I said, why would you ask that? And he said, well, you really like herring. And I said, you know, where I learned to eat herring. And he said, hermits.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's a... Germans love to pickle things. I don't think as many things are tasty pickled as the Germans tend to think there are.
They can't help it.
That's a bold statement.
I don't want pickled cauliflower and carrot blended and put in a jar and then fed to me later. I don't want it. No.
Ew, pickled cauliflower. I don't...
Hey. You don't just sit there eating it. You like mix it in salad like it's a snack when you're eating a really good cheese or
Salad's not a
cleanser,
snack.
a palate cleanser. Anything with a lot of vinegar is a great cleanser, and it's a vegetable.
I don't want to cleanse. I
Well,
don't
you
like
know,
it.
when you eat something and it kind of ruins your palate, a little nibble on a pickle or something. It's right.
Yeah, Andrea gave me this Christmas candy yesterday. It was chocolate-covered marshmallow and a tall, thin Santa. And she's like, here, you can have this. I don't like it. I'm like, cool, I'll share it with Aiden. So I took half and ate it and gave the other half to Aiden. We both popped them in our mouths, started chewing. Oh my God. What a... Like, the first taste, you're like, oh, that's not what I expect. And then it gets worse and worse. And the aftertaste is horrible.
I told you I didn't like it. It's horrible.
And, yeah, it was horrible.
There's bits flying everywhere.
Are there? I don't see it on my end.
Yeah.
Well, you can't like everything.
Oh, no, this was... I don't think anybody... I don't know why people have these. Even Aiden was like, I need something to drink. This is bad. It's a fucking...
What was it again?
Marshmallow Santa.
Chocolate-covered marshmallow. Well, I like Charleston Chews. And what's that other one?
That's not a marshmallow.
There's one of the candies out there that's like chocolate-covered marshmallow, and it was good.
Snowballs? I don't know.
No.
I don't know how that's good.
Snowballs are not candy.
Marshmallows.
Maybe.
I don't know. When I have a marshmallow and candy or
candy bar. It's always a disappointment. I like it in Rocky Road, and I like
Yeah.
it as an ice cream top.
Yeah. I've decided I'm not even going to buy marshmallows anymore for like putting in hot chocolate or on top of my yams. It's just they're
Because we have a bag we've had for like 10 years.
no, that's actually a new bag. I only bought it about a year ago, and
For
Yeah.
the marshmallow.
I have to make shit up to put marshmallows in. And like, why?
Well,
am
I like
picking this?
marshmallows and hot chocolate, but I haven't drink hot chocolate in a while. I'm more of a tea person now.
I like marshmallows when you can take a little butane torch and make them get all brown across the top. It's like crispy.
Campfire marshmallows are good.
So good.
We can't have a fire in our.
Crisp sugar.
We can't do a fire in our pit out in the yard because it's like muddy and you could swim out there now from all the snow and the rain. It's horrible.
Is it still snowy up there?
No.
No, there's a pile of it across the street.
Well, it might be gone, but it's dropping to 27. So, with all this wet out here, it's turning to ice tonight. Guarantee
Oh, we
that.
can skate.
Good times. Look at everybody dropping off. We're down to like 3 viewers.
What time is it? It's like
Everybody,
11.
it's quarter till. Everybody's
Almost.
fucked off.
No, that's a work night.
Everybody's sleeping now.
Well, you still got John and Gary, though. We got the important ones, don't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still here.
And then our army of bots.
Bots are
Our
people
minions.
too.
There we go.
Mm.
It's yeah, Andrea, you're probably the third one. I guess. Wait, is Pickle Lady up there? Pickle Lady's not even showing up there right now. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
There's
Oh,
Gary.
I
Gary.
turned off Twitch TV.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to strain between,
I understand.
Hmm.
Well, for everybody who is viewing after this, Andrea, I mean, are you gonna go play with me?
Probably.
We're gonna
A
play
little
some
bit.
World of Warcraft. Elizabeth, you're welcome to stick around on Twitch if you. I saw the hands. Go on.
I just wanted to respond to our topic of the evening. I didn't get to respond yet
Oh, I'm sorry.
because I didn't. No, not causing trouble there. I would like to say it's been a rough end of the year, myself and my family. But I always find the holiday season to remind me of, I don't know, maybe the goodness, or it remind me of the change in
Mm-hmm.
life, and also because it's winter and things get quiet and it gets very dark and soft and sleep, and that's not necessarily a bad. And that even simple things like colored lights or just stuff that it changes your point of view. And I find Christmas time to be quite encouraging. I find it to be romantic in a sexual way. There is beauty in moments in life, and that's what we look for, really, truly. And it's dark and cold, and it's generally life, but then, the spring is coming soon. And I like that. I enjoy it. And for every once in a while, there is falsity, but sometimes there are moments where people are grinning, they're expressing, they're cooking, they're dressing, and that does affect positivity and the universe in itself. So it is, for me, it was a way to kind of regain life a little bit, and I do appreciate the holidays. I understand it's for people, that people tend to be a little bit more generous, a little more in company. And that's what I like about this time.
Nice.
Kind of walk around a goofy hat, and people think it's cool. The rest of the year, they look at you funny.
Yeah.
That's true. It's but yeah, we do like to wear goofy hats, and I think a lot of the people we have, whether it's us personally or the folks that pop in to talk the tavern, I think in general they maintain the generous nature, the positive attitude year round. I think we attract that type of personality here. But when you go out into the real world, we were watching Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the holiday episode.
It's great.
And there's a scene in the mall with the Santa. And they very much gave it a 1950s feel, that whole A Christmas Story mall feel. Where it's everything's a little closer, a little tighter, a little homier, and more robust. And I realize that's a movie. Especially as an adult, I realize that's not a real depiction. Now, I don't know if it ever was, because even in the 80s, it was more glitz and glam than that homey, close, warm feeling that you see represented in 1950s, etc. But I think we have that atmosphere here year round, and then we say some stupid ass shit too.
We wear funny hats.
We do in public.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think when we each met each other individually, each of us was wearing a fuzzy hat.
Probably. It's a good... The odds are for it. I remember I had one friend who I showed somebody dressed up in a cosplay, and they're like, oh my god, I could never go out in public dressed like that or be with somebody who did. And I immediately knew, well, I can never date her. Because that shit's gonna happen.
Then you met me. We were both dressed up.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I think about things like that because I'm a writer, and we all when we're coming up with characters, it's fun to think outside. But I'm a very creative person. I'm a very imaginative person. I'm not analytical. I tend to be literal, but not And there are people out there that don't. The idea of putting up Christmas lights on something just for fun, not at Christmas time, would never occur to them. Or to wear a silly hat. It would never do. But there are times, like Halloween and Christmas, where it's not quite expected, but it's absolutely acceptable to walk around with horns on your head or funny nose on. And I like the freedom of that for adults. And it is encouraging. Come on, just forget yourself for a little while. Mm-hmm. And I think it's inclusive, and I think right now people are just being the standard human condition shitty. Oh, it's Christ, or it's Jesus. I mean, it is Christmas, but I can't do that because I don't believe in it. Well, why can't you just be joyful?
Yeah.
Why can't you just be peaceful?
Make it about family and being nice to each other.
Yeah. Or just being nice to everyone. Give it a shot.
Something you might enjoy, Elizabeth. Go look up the trailer for a movie called Animal Crackers. Not the old one, the new animated one coming out the beginning of the new year with Danny DeVito in it.
Oh, yeah.
You might enjoy that because everything you're saying, it brought to mind that trailer that Andrea and I watched last night, the night before.
Last night.
So,
okay.
Yeah, it very
I'll
much.
Watch it once the show is over.
Yeah, it's. I think it's a good feel and it's a good concept. Okay.
A feature film just won based on a Polish author's story. I'll send you the link. It just won like best feature film, and it found big film festival. I can't remember.
Okay.
Cool.
I'll send you. It looked beautiful.
I think we can go to wrap this up here. I don't think we need the last 7 minutes.
We can do a toast.
Let's do a toast.
Otter's snoring.
If you guys...
Done.
Did that mean you've lost what you were working on?
Mm-mm.
Oh, good. Woo. Now, we will probably be here next Monday night and even New Year's Eve. Definitely New Year's Eve because we don't go out on New Year's Eve. It's just too crazy.
I do work the next day, so...
So
not early, so yeah, I'll be on.
What's that?
I'm sorry. I thought she said she worked on Christmas.
New Year's Day, not Christmas.
So, if we don't see you guys next week for the holiday, you guys have a Merry Christmas or whatever holiday or seasonal event you care to have. we are going to be having a good time laughing, no matter how miserable everybody is around us. And as for you people who are just happy during this season, fix that.
Be happy all the time.
Yeah. Figure out how to do it year-round for your own sake, not to mention for my sake, because I can't deal with you half-ass faker motherfuckers. So, here's to happy, here's to holidays, here's to being together. Okay, there we go. We're all empty, aren't we?
Dark Crystal Part 2.
Dark Crystal, yes.
Part two.
Yes, they are.
You're gonna play the music.
John says, be happy to fuck off. There we go.
Another Day of Life wins Best Animated Feature Prize in Europe. It was beautiful.
Elizabeth, I wrote a story that if it won, it would have become... I entered a contest and wrote a story for Dark Crystal that if it had won, part of the prize was writing the next Dark Crystal movie.
Yeah.
Did you win?
No.
Was it good though? What did you write? Was it cool?
I
Of
don't know.
course it was.
I don't know.
Oh.
It's but anyhow, guys, if you're hanging out a little longer, I will be on in about 5 minutes on the other channel, which I think do I still what the fucking thing? I think
I can't get up now. I'm stuck.
I think everybody here follows it anyway, so you don't need the link. But in case there's somebody's
It's a
watching
holiday goblin.
that doesn't follow,
The Dark Crystal, Age of Reason.
Age of Reason or
Resentment.
resentment,
Resistant.
resistance.
whatever.
Resistance
Okay.
is-
So it'll take me a few minutes to switch over, and then I will be on there, and we'll have a good time with that. And let's play some outro music, and we'll catch you again next week.
Thanks for joining us for the discussion of shenanigans tonight. You are the one thing that makes the show what it is. Don't forget to join us at the tavern next week. Until then, have fun
Maybe we could,
and be good to one
after we finish playing, watch some
Now,
Happy.
raise your glass in good cheer. Enjoy the small moments every day.
let's
Dreams every
do the
I gotta hold my own shoulders to do this shit. Incredible.
Hold it.